Good morning, people. How we doing, folks? Wow, look at all these people here, and I'm 1 minute late. Wow. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Guys, somebody give me feedback that you can hear me. Oh, sound is good. Okay, thank you, Las Vegas. We had a big storm here, guys, and it knocked out our internet. So I had all this pre-set up, and then I come here this morning and it says you do not have internet. So I had to re-log on and reconnect with the modem. That's why I'm a minute late. So I apologize for that. But we are here now, and we have a lot of people here already. We have 8 people here already. So let's say hi to everybody. Let's say hi to Miss Susie Q, Miss Denise Kidder, Taking It Back, Mr. Charlie, Clark's Cove, Robert Melissa, Mr. Frankie from PD Sandigger, Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter. And there we go right there, guys. Demon Rat 71, good morning. Host is making coffee. No, I got knocked off the internet. My other computer is wired, but this one's on the internet, and the storm knocked it off, so I had to re-log on to the. I had to put in the password, and there we are. We are live. All right, let's get this figured out, guys. All right, as you can tell, but I did by my subtitle. There we are. I'm on the other computer now. Do you know what to do during a choking emergency? So, hey, there I am. Let's turn the sound down so I don't give myself an echo. There we go. All righty, guys. Only 7 minutes into this, and I'm halfway organized. Okay. Yes, well, I already made my coffee, Susie, but Miss Kay's digging it. Good morning. Now, where's my coffee? I don't know, Kay. The coffee angel isn't here this morning. I had to do my own this morning. That's why I'm partially late. I can't do all this stuff myself without her. Oh, at least I made a good cup of coffee. Actually, I made a pot of 4 cups, so hopefully carry us through this whole stream. Okay, Miss Denise Kidder says, guys, I started up one of my new businesses this week. I bought a storage locker for $80, and it's looking like the artwork and Joey alone, I should clear $3,000. Way to go, Denise. That's just one of her projects she's got going on, guys. She's hit some roadblocks with the other, but I am sure she will overcome them. Oh, that's funny, Susie. I'm still under my blankets. Cat refuses to make the coffee. Yeah, they won't make it here either. They keep saying they have no thumbs. Demon Rat asks, how's Clark's Cove's new year going? That's what we want to know, guys. We want to see how this new year is starting off for everybody. And sound is good. Okay. I'm trying to catch up to you guys. Rob finally woke up. No, Jim, I've been up for about 45 minutes. You see my hair still wet out of the shower. But like I say, I set up the StreamYard last night, so it actually posted. If you're subscribed to the channel and hit the bell, you'd see that I had a podcast or live stream scheduled for this morning. And then, like I say, guys, we had a big rainstorm come in overnight and winds, and it knocked our internet off. So when I clicked on StreamYard this morning to start the stream, it said, you are not connected to the internet. So I had to go into the settings, put the password in for the internet, and then redo StreamYard and yada, yada, yada. All's good. No StreamYard. I do have StreamYard. Oh, Pat doesn't have StreamYard. Okay. Wow, I'm way behind here. We lost internet last night. Yeah, lots of rain. Yeah, we had a lot of wind here too. And guys, if I look a little pink or red, especially right over here. Nope, let's go this side. I am sunburned as hell, guys, because I went and hunted Clearwater Beach yesterday, and it was very, very windy there yesterday and very overcast. So I didn't even realize I was getting sunburned. I have a text coming in. Oh, put up the link. Sorry, Pat. I'm still new at this, Pat. Hello. Invite. Okay. Copy. Paste. There we go. For Mr. Pat, the comment is up, Mr. Pat. Mayor Videos, Mr. Marlin, good morning. Mr. Marty Vistral's digging with Marty. He's going to have to correct me on pronouncing his last name. And Mr. Jim Steele, good morning. Opportunity Knox, good morning, Mr. Dalton. We're hoping that Mr. Troy can join us this morning. He hunted with the Groney boys yesterday, and they had a record-setting day yesterday.
Hey, there's everybody.
Oh, yeah, my internet got knocked off this morning, Pat. We had a storm here.
It's like, yeah, we didn't have
a big windstorm in the past 2 days. I got a few tree branches to clear up today. Gusts up to 45. Yeah, luckily it wasn't that bad for us, Demon Rat. I know Susie the cat won't make it. Yeah, mine doesn't do that either. Okay. Wow, everybody's here this morning. Mark the Berg Hunter, good morning. Mark, you're gonna see your old trademark get used in one of my videos coming up. I just saw a silver that I got recently in a clump that Mr. Dalton was picking up, so I just had to say it. I had to say it was in the clump. It's in the clump. It's in the clump. So, oh, congratulations, Susie. She has the small coil for the Simplex on its way. I know awesome. Dalton and Troy have the small one for the Knox, and I know a couple people have the small one for the Simplex, and everybody likes those small coils to do areas that's got a lot of trash because it can differentiate the trash signals better. So, still cold and windy to hunt, but our online store is doing good. Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter, you want to give a plug for yourself for your store? Javier Garcia, good morning. Can't stay, just wanted to say hello and say Happy New Year to everybody. That is great, Javier. Thank you very much. Traveling Detectors here with 4 handshakes. Congratulations. Thank you. My long, fat, crooked fingers keep messing up my typing. Yeah, don't they all for all of us? Treasure Bomb Flip Flop Girl, welcome. Good morning.
Morning, Wayne. Hey, I need Mark the Berg Hunter to send me his current mailing address so I can get his Rat Pack bandana out to him. I'm working this morning inside. I'm making up new Rat Pack bandanas, regular park rat bandanas, more of the magnificators, the flashlights, all that good stuff so that I can get the last of the stuff shipped out hopefully tomorrow. So that'll be my busy work for the day.
There you go. And Miss Kay is reminding me that I don't even know the difference between my own digging partner and Opportunity Knox. Thank you, Kay. That's because I've only had 2 sips of coffee so far. Dalton is Florida Knox, Rob. That's hilarious. Thank you, Kay. So welcome, Opportunity Knox. Sorry to confuse you with my own digging partner. We did go out digging on the 29th, guys, of December. It was mine and Dalton's last hunt of the year, and it was our first time getting together in almost a month. And I'm going to be really excited to put that video together because we started off very slow for the day, but the last hour of digging, guys, I was late to trivia. I didn't even go home. I drove straight to trivia from Mr. Dalton, dropped me off at my car, and I looked like a slob at trivia because I was filthy. I had my old shoes on, but we hit this hot spot, guys, and we just stayed there till way after dark. And then I was all excited because I went to Clearwater Beach yesterday and found something I've only found once at Clearwater Beach. I don't want to give that away because that's probably going to be the title of my video. But I was all excited to start the year off at one,
Is this
and then
the
I called Troy
Trojan wrapper?
yesterday, and they found 60 of them yesterday. So I was all excited, and Troy just shot me right down yesterday. But he had a great day with the Grody boys. I'm hoping he comes on this morning for a little while. And yes, I did, Susie. I'm sorry. But hey, look at that. I'm actually caught up with my chats. No, I'm not.
Woo-hoo.
But morning, Mr. Dalton also. All righty, Pat, I'm going to get caught up with these chats. So go ahead and throw in some, finish up about your giveaway you're just finishing up there.
Yeah, I'm making up all the bandanas I need to send out to everybody, the new sticker packs, bunch of shirts that have got to go out. I'm making some special shirts for someone else. So a lot of good stuff printing out today, and hopefully get it all pressed and done so that I can ship things out tomorrow. And then I can get back to my feeble-minded activity of swinging my thing. But going to be doing the 1,100 subscriber giveaway here real soon, probably started next week. I'll get that video up and finalize everything to put it out there. And just hoping for a really good year. You know, that's
Yeah, I think that we're all looking to make 2021.
2021.
How can I say this, Pat? We're all looking to make 2021 a wonderful year, Pat.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all I'm saying right there.
That's it. It's going to be awesome. Regardless of what happens over the next few days, the important thing is most of us will be together for FH7, and that is going to be one kick-ass event.
It is. I couldn't echo that comment more. It is going to be a kick-ass event. There is there's just so many of us there looking at it. Hang on one second. Opportunity Knox. No worry. Dalton needs a new name. Well, yeah, he just didn't want to use Silver Slob as his new YouTube name. So I tried, but I couldn't. We had the Silver Slob, the Silver Whisperer, the Silver Sleuth. I mean, we had all this stuff with Silver, but he went with the Florida Knox Hunter, and you know, I mean, he had his Knox way before I had mine. He's the one that actually taught me how to use mine. Him and Amy used to get mad at me, or excuse me, him and Alex used to get mad at me because I had it, and then we'd all three meet to go detecting, and I'd be bringing my 705, and he's like, "Where the hell's your Knox?" And I'm like, "It's home. I don't know how to use it." Well, bring it here, and I'll show you how to use it. And no, I didn't find 60 of them, Denise. Troy and the group he was hunting with found 60 or something. And there he is, guys. I want to welcome a new person to the channel, Rip Curl GSXR. I met him at the beach yesterday at Clearwater Beach. He was there with his lovely wife, and they were on vacation from Atlanta. And he just bought a Knox a few months ago.
Nice.
So I took some time on the beach yesterday, guys, and we compared Knox stories. And guys, I've been doing this 3.5 years now, and I don't ever say that I know everything because I sure as hell don't. But he taught me a new thing yesterday about the Garrett Carrot pinpointer. And most of you may already know this, but I did not know this. If you are zeroing in on an item and you're getting close with the beeping, you can actually hit the on-off button one time, and it will reset the machine to beep at that distance. The way he explained it to me, you can reset it for the item that you're digging on, and basically do a custom setting on your pinpointer. I didn't know that, and he didn't know the fact that if you put it in salt water and it beeps all the time because of the mineralization of the salt water. I actually had a subscriber teach me or tell me that if you turn it on under the water or you turn it on in the wet sand that you're trying to find something, it will ground balance itself in the salt water, the wet sand, and then become quiet until you find your item. So we exchanged information yesterday, guys. You always learn something.
It's amazing what you can learn from the people who actually read the instructions. They're some of my favorite people in the world.
Which just lost 50% of the guys in here, Pat. So
Yeah, it's like instructions.
yeah, that's a lot. I mean, seriously, we were putting in the sink yesterday. Me and my buddy Steve were 2 days ago, and when we only when we couldn't figure something out was when we pulled the instructions out to see what we were doing wrong.
It's like it looked much better at IKEA.
Yeah. Yes, it does. I'm like, are these extra parts they give us? Are we supposed to have these parts left over? When I was a teenager, Pat, I had a big Chevy 4-wheel drive truck back in my redneck days, and I rebuilt my Chevy 350 engine, and we put the new Eldebrock high rise manifold on the crane cams I put inside the double roller chain and gear. I put a new cam in, a loping cam, and I built this engine all up, and we got done. I had this bolt left, Pat, that was like 16 inches long. I can't even use my fingers to do it, but I mean, this bolt was where the hell's my cam? It was long. I mean, it was like a 1.5 foot long bolt. Never knew where the hell it went, and the truck ran fine.
It was probably the bolt that held big parts down to the crating the stuff was sent in.
There you go. And look at Clark's Cove. We know that they are the #1 fan getting ready for Florida Hunt 7. 47 days to Florida Hunt 7. Me and Pat were talking about that yesterday, Robert. Pat was saying it's almost about 45 days. And I said, that's right, month and a half.
I know I had a guy from our club call me yesterday, and he's all like asking me all the information about FH7. And I'm like, dude, you've already signed up for FH7. He's like, yeah, but I need to know where it is, and I need to know who to pay, and blah, blah. And I'm like, go to the FH7 page, hit announcements, read, for crying out loud, read. I don't know about you, Rob, but Greg and I, we get this question like every freaking day. I'm already signed up.
Where to sign up, or where it's going to be at, all those questions?
Yeah, and it's like, well, you're already signed up. Your name's on the list, so you've been to the FH7 page.
Yes.
I wonder if there could be more information there waiting for.
Pat, Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter would like to know if you can print on hats, and I believe you can, can't you?
Yes, I can, and soon I'm hoping to be able to do embroidery. The buddy that I was talking to yesterday about FH7 used to have an embroidery business. He's still got a machine that he uses for quilting, for making little designs on quilts and stuff like that. But he'd be more than happy to make me up hats and patches.
There you go.
So more stuff to be thrown into the booty pile on the Park Rat Pack giveaways.
I'm just going to call it Rip Curl because I don't want to do Rip Curl GSXR, but the gentleman here that I met on vacation yesterday, I believe his first name was Greg. Please correct me, Rip Curl, if I was wrong. But we talked a long time on the beach yesterday. Pat, I was going to wear my new T-shirt, one of my T-shirts Denise got me for Christmas that said "Beach better have my money," but I don't know where she put it since she gave it to me for Christmas. So I've got my Park Rat shirt on again. And I will bring. It's a very comfortable shirt, Pat.
See, I thought that would be a great shirt to have. You see a lot of people with beach better have my money. But what about Black Sand Beach better have my money? Everybody ignores that beach.
I do know I was in the water and I passed 4 teenage girls and they read the back of the shirt and they started laughing because they had no idea what the context of that shirt meant. So they were like, "Oh, he back there behind me," thinking it was sexualized. But that's fine. I'm just the old perv guy running the beach, with my.
Let them laugh now. In another 40 years, they'll just be a group of toothless old hags.
That's right. That's right.
We're all going to age. Everything's going to change. Eventually, Florida Knox will be looking like one of us. They'll be calling him Jabba the Knox.
Well, he won't ever be looking like one of us. He'll be looking like Rick Gear or somebody as he ages. So.
Oh no! Once he got 5 or 6 ignorant kids running around making him drink every day, yeah, he's gonna change.
Be as us, right? Denise Kidder says she didn't know that either, and I didn't read my instructions. No, none of us are read our instructions. The only time I read my actually, I didn't read my instructions on my Garrett pinpointer when I hit it somehow by mistake, and I put it in vibrate mode, and I couldn't get it back to the sounds. I don't like vibrate mode. I mean, yeah, if you're on somebody's property either early in the morning or late in the evening, and you're up near their house, yeah, that vibrate mode's great. But I like hearing the pinpointer.
Mhm.
So I just went online and watched somebody's YouTube video on how to operate the carrot. I mean, guys, you can find everything on YouTube.
Yeah. And instructions are like, it's surprising though. I mean, usually women read instructions. They want you to read the instructions. You're driving along lost, and my wife will be like, ask him for directions. It's like, he don't look like Christopher Columbus. He ain't gonna know shit.
Yeah, no,
Drive.
men aren't going to stop and ask for directions.
No, no. But his will just roll down the window and say, excuse me, I have no junk, right? Which way am I going? No, you don't ask directions.
Oh, CJ's here. Okay, official gold diggers here. Uh, and Dalton is laughing at your comments, Pat. Susie's gone to make her coffee. Kay's probably gone to make her coffee too.
Mm.
Hold on. You guys didn't stop at Burger King?
Mm.
Oh man. I was told that a Burger King croissant was coming back this morning, and that ain't happening now.
At least some hash browns. I am gonna pop off of the live feed here and keep watching the comments regular, but I gotta get back inside and start pumping out some shirts and junk and stuff. So somebody else jump up on here, say hi, keep the conversation rolling, and let's all have a fun morning.
There we go. Thanks, Pat. Yeah, guys, I'm really looking forward to 2021. That's right, Knox. We're men. We don't multitask very well. Boy, if you can't read, Dalton says. Yeah, I guess they don't put those instructions in Braille. Oh, good morning, History Digger. Thanks, Las Vegas. I know. Okay, we Meadow Sharks is here. Mr. J Man, digging Iowa with Coin Boys here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So let's see how far I'm behind my conversation here. On coffee on. There you go, Susie. I learned about vibrate mode through a YouTube video. There you go, Kay. I actually had to watch a YouTube video to get out of vibrate mode. So I just like hearing the sound of it. And I think I like that because I think it sounds a little bit like the Equinox. History Diggers is yes, it was in Spain, but Cancun was great. Heading back in February. Well, somebody's having a good time. The last resort is read the instructions. That is exactly right, Jim. When all else fails, pull the instruction manual out. Oh. Well, yes, Clark's Cove, I do, but you're not supposed to tell anybody that. Oh. There you go, Susie. There you go. Well, this is perfect. No Kay. Kay has her coffee. All righty, Miss Kay. She got ready on time. Wow. One of Susie's male friends actually taught her how to balance the carrot. Yeah, he is an anomaly because we don't read instructions. Barty Conboy's under 18, so his parents asked that he doesn't use his real name on the on YouTube and that he doesn't give away his exact location. So that's probably as close as you're going to get for him is southeast. Mayor Marlin, CJ, and CJ. Kay says she's never ground balanced a carrot. I see others do that on their videos, but I don't get why. Well, you don't really need to, Kay. The only time I need to ground balance it is if I'm in the salt water or the wet sand. I've never done it for the ground. But Denise, that's exactly right. There's a lot of things I've learned about metal detecting through YouTube. John Long, Silver Rails. Good morning, sir. That is Mr. J-Man's father, guys. And he has got a cool channel of his own. There you go. Marty said the same thing. Marty's nuts about the same thing. Never read the instructions on the carrot. I'd have to look at my old carrot box, guys, to see if there is even a construction, an instruction sheet with it. Yay, Susie's got her coffee now. What? Dalton hasn't been out hunting yet, and it's the 3rd? Well, that means he's actually not ahead of me for silver yet this year. Hey, Dalton, should I give him a hint on what an upcoming giveaway is going to be? Mr. Marlin, would you like to pop on with me? The storm knocked me off. I preset this up last night, D. LOL, Clark's code detecting. Ooh, nice, Frankie. We're going out today on an old home site. Oh, that would be awesome. We need to get a really nice, good old home site. I was going to ask you, Charlie, if you were back in Oklahoma. Helped a friend drive to Oklahoma and back in 2 days, Charlie. Holy smokes, did you guys even stop to go to the bathroom? That's a hell of a long drive for 2 days. Oh, wow. Coinboy says he has a pulse induction pinpointer, so he doesn't have to ground balance it. Coinboy, I'm going to say something's probably going to make me sound idiot. I have never heard of a pulse induction pinpointer. Wow. Who's that made by? Yeah, Susie said she's got that red clay up there. I'll tell you guys, the toughest place I ever hunted was Kentucky. We go up to Bowling Green, Kentucky. Well, we didn't go this year because of COVID, but us and the guys usually go up to Bowling Green. It's been a tradition for 30 years with a bunch of us car guys. And we go up there to the NHRA reunion races up there in Bowling Green at the Beach Bend Raceway. And guys, they let me hunt at the KOA where I stay at, and some parks there you can hunt. And man, I'd never seen such rocky ground in my life. Thank you very much.
Don't forget to tip your waitress.
Don't forget to tip my waitress, Denise says. Okay, hang on. Who's making it? History Digger. Pinpointers drive me crazy. I have 4 of them and always have to refer back to the instructions. Hold down this button for 3 seconds. Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's why I just thought it was easier to let somebody on YouTube explain it so you can. I'm a visual guy. I like seeing somebody show me how to do that. So, Kay says she hasn't hunted since Tuesday. The snow does look great. Okay, hang on. I missed it. Good morning, Miss Tiffany. I'm sorry I missed you. I saw everybody saying hi to you, but I didn't see you come in. Wow, you get this many people, guys. Wow, we're up to 29 guys. We've been on for half an hour. That's fast for me, guys.
Did you ever do your result for your giveaway?
No, I'm going to do that at 10.
Sure, you're Mr. Jones.
Thank you very much, D. Miss K, my coffee angel, is here with the mega mug. It's the mega mug. Oh, okay. All right, Corn Boy, I know that one. I actually had to use my Nocta. Well, not my Nocta pulse dive. I was hunting. Dalton and I were hunting with my club president last 2-3 weeks ago. And my pinpointer, that was the day my pinpointer died, my Garrett Carrot. And he happened to have his Nocta pulse dive in his trunk. And he took it apart and gave me the end part that does become a pinpointer. So I did use that. I did not, of course, I didn't even think about it being pulse induction since but it is. And I had trouble getting used to it. Yes, Miss Tiffany, that was my coffee delivery. Susie, somebody here this morning, I can't remember who it was. Maybe I think it was PD Sandig or Frankie, was saying he really likes his small coil on the Simplex. See, and I don't even know what the hell a sunray probe is there, Coin Boy. This kid's a teenager and he knows more than most of us here. Yeah, hey, old guys. Thanks for the Gig Master tip. Yeah, he does give a lot of tips in his videos. It will not pick up foil. Oh, well, that's got to be a big help, not picking up foil. Yeah, I've never heard of sunray either, Kay. I do have a great wife, don't I, Frankie? Did you hear that, honey?
Yeah.
Frankie says, Rob has a great wife.
Maybe you didn't say life.
Oh, Frankie, when she yelled from the other room, she said maybe it was a typo and he meant Rob has a great life. Frankie, we're not actually married. So she's giving me smart ass comments from the other room. She does take care of me. You got that right, buddy. Oh, he uses the 5x8 on his AT Pro. Okay. Kay says they used to make it for E-Trax and F75s attached to your detector, kind of like a 1-inch coil. Oh, well, that's cool. That's kind of cool. Oh, Tiffany Twisted, congratulations. My mom got me a metal detector for Christmas, and she's very excited. Well, that is awesome. That is very awesome. Congratulations. Marty says, old guy. My granddaughter calls me old guy, and she's 2. Yeah, see, Tiffany, none of the guys did that. You notice none of the guys did that. But Tiffany says, honey, maybe it's time to change that. And she sent ring emojis. She's put ring emojis. Opportunity next is, will you deliver coffee to New York?
No,
not right now, she says. She doesn't go out much with COVID. Yeah, Susie, I would imagine that's like the parks that they hunt up there in New York. They've been hunted for so long, but they've also, since they've been used so long, there's so many bottle caps. Dalton and I were in Tampa last week, and we stopped at the park so I could use the restroom. And guys, between the restroom and where Dalton Park, I counted over 200 beer bottle caps, just like, squished into the surface. And I was like, holy smokes, you'd need a small coil hood because this place would be a nightmare to hunt. Oh yeah, Dalton. Denise said to tell you that Miss Athena misses you all the time. She wants you to come back so she can settle down into your lap. Propose to her with a pull tab. I know, Kay. I'm getting some serious pressure here in my own chat this morning. Well, good for you, Tiffany. Like I was saying, I think you weren't here then. If you guys, you probably can't see it with this camera, but I'm pretty sunburned. I went to the beach yesterday, guys, and when I got there, it was like 9:30 in the morning, and it was very overcast. It was still foggy, and it was pretty windy. The wind came and went yesterday, but I went yesterday because we're down into the 60s today with rain and nasty wind. So I knew yesterday was going to be my last opportunity to get to the beach. But by the time I left, guys, around 2:30, 3 o'clock, the sun was breaking through, and it was still windy. But there was probably a few hundred people on the beach when I left, but there was a few thousand or a few hundred when I got there. But there was a few thousand on the beach when I left. KCMD, good morning, Mr. Dennis. Look up the Sunray X1 probe. Coin Boy says, all righty. Well, thank you, Charlie. That's a nice statement, Charlie. I'm leaving that one up there. Well, with Denise at your side, you do have a great life. You are absolutely right, Mr. Charlie. She says, I'd say so. I know I have it good, guys. I mean, what other girlfriend would let you go metal detecting on your anniversary? Yeah, she says, yeah. That's only because I was supposed to pick something up for in Clearwater that would combine two things, but the item I was supposed to pick up was not ready. So yeah, everybody, KCMD, metal detecting, kicking cancer, metal detecting is Mr. Dennis. He lives over on Pat's side of the state, over on the East Coast, the Treasure Coast, and him and Pat hunt occasionally or regularly. Thank you, Kay. Kay's telling everybody to back off with all the pressure. That living with the love of your life, minus the paperwork and ring, is the thing to do whether you're young or old. Yeah, Denise says we like living in sin. Mark the Berg Hunter says Rob gets red from sunburn in January. I get red due to frostbite. Guys, I'm telling you, I know you guys have made comments before when you see me practically having heat stroke in the summer and like, man, I don't want to have to deal with that. But I'm telling you guys, yeah, it's hot in the summer detecting down here. And Dalton and I do try and find shaded properties, which helps a little bit. But right about now, guys, when most of y'all they're freezing your asses off, or Mark making jokes about frostbite, yeah, guys, I'm actually getting sunburned on Clearwater Beach on January 2nd. That video will be coming up. Do what, hun? And windburn, yeah, it's. Oh, you can see me on the other computer. Yeah, my face is red. River Sticks Outdoors, howdy. Good morning, Mr. Tommy. And Tommy, I want to thank you. Your gift card got here ASAP, so thank you very much, sir, for my prize in your holiday giveaway. Oh, man, that's good coffee, honey. Good times. Okay, who's saying their high today is 45? Andrew Morris, good morning. Welcome. Clark's Cove Detecting says Robert and Melissa, they both went detecting on their anniversary. Well, I would have loved it if she went with me yesterday, guys, but she's in the other room going, nay, nay. She's using John Panette's catchphrase line, nay, nay. Susie says her high today is 45 and partly cloudy, but she's maybe going out for a few. Well, good for you, Susie. For you folks out there detecting in 40-degree weather and being all bundled up, good for you, because Dalton and I got together once in the morning where it was 30s in the morning, and that was, I'm hoping it's not in the 20s in the morning like it was last year up at Florida Hunt 6. My door lock froze on my truck, and my key wouldn't work because the lock froze inside the door. I had to have Troy go back to the hotel room, fill up a little plastic cup from the hotel with hot water, and pour it in my door lock before we could get my door to open. If you saw Troy stamping his feet, getting nervous about us not making it there on time, he looked like a little kid, guys. What's up, Rob? Hope all is well. Andrew Morris, and everything is well. That's what I put in the subheading this morning. And
somebody has to watch the new puppy.
What new puppy?
We got a new puppy over there in that room.
In your father's room?
No, he's our new puppy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Living in sin. Kay's got smiley faces and laughing. I hope that's it. I hope it's not crying. History Digger says, have a good morning, Rob. Thanks for the chat. Happy New Year, folks. History Digger, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Hopefully they're going out to hunt today. It was 81 yesterday. You got that right, Tommy. 81 yesterday. It was like I say, if it wasn't for the wind yesterday, it would have been beautiful on the beach. He said shady properties. We've definitely hit some shady properties too, Susie. Yeah, I've never worn a buff, John Longs. I've never worn one of those buffs before. Opportunity Knox says it's so cold here in New York that lawyers have their hands in their own pockets. Oh. Coin Boy says he would be detecting, but there's 14 inches of snow. You will never have to worry about that in Florida, Coin Boy. Marty says it's 20 where he's at. Frankie's at 55. Demon Rat's at 46. Susie says her high is going to be 45. Kay's high is 53. And Kay, I agree with you there too. I'm glad to live in the South in the winter, but I'm a wannabe New Englander during the warm digging months. Kay, we live in a neighborhood where like 5 or 7 of our neighbors in between our street and the next street over are all snowbirds too. Most of them live in Michigan, and Denise and I kind of watch their houses for them while they're gone, and they love it here in the winter, guys. But they basically say it's just too muggy and too humid here in the summer, and they're happy to be up in Michigan. Most of them live out in the rural areas with a lot of trees, and they have their own property, so it's nice and cool and out in the country, and they love it. So Vegas says it's 38 degrees in the valley. We might make it 54 today. I might be able to handle 54 with a few layers. Did Miss Denise have to go? Jonathan Smelko's here. Good morning, Jonathan. Thank you for stopping by. Happy New Year to you and yours too. Miss Denise Kidder said she has to go and spend some time with her amazing grandson today. Thank you, Denise. We'll be in contact soon. She's working on a couple projects. The second spot we went to was kind of shady. Yeah, I still don't know who owns that property, Susie. It does have it has a no parking sign, but it doesn't say no trespassing. It says if you're going to use this lot, please do not trash it or throw garbage. And Susie, they redid that street right next to that shady lot where I took you, where you found your Disney pin, but we couldn't get down there in time. As soon as they tore it up, they put a layer of lime rock over it, so we missed being able to detect that road when it was tore up. Yeah, Coin Boy, I my shoulder gets pretty tired at the end of the day too, so I can understand that. I will consider that, John. Yes, sir. I know Denise worries about that too.
What, buggies?
No, me getting sunburned all the time and not doing any of that. Florida Knox is high of here, 66 here today. Yep, we had a little cold front coming in. Jim says if Florida ever gets 14 inches of snow, I'm in real trouble. Jim, if Florida gets 14 inches of snow, I think we're all in real trouble. Yeah, Susie, you'd have to get that real soon, unless you get the Moderna one that only has one shot.
I'm having pizza for breakfast.
You're having pizza for breakfast?
Yes.
Okay, honey. My breakfast is going to have to wait till the stream's over. Jim says International Falls, Minnesota is warmer than here. Sometimes the weather's really weird, guys. Last week, my sister lives out in Missouri, and they were like 3 degrees warmer than we were. Oh, that would have been nice, Susie, wouldn't it? It's so cold here, the local pet shop started stocking polar bears. Knox, you're just hilarious. We had snow make it as far south as Austin, though sparse. Wow. So I guess Austin's in your far end of the south side. Kay, I know Kay's in Texas, guys. She drove all the way from Texas just to come meet me, Dalton, and Pat last year at Florida Hunt 6. And we really appreciate that, Kay. And if anybody believes that, I'll tell you another one. But it was great seeing all these people that you talk to on the internet, guys, here on YouTube. And for those of you guys that don't do Pat's Zoom meeting on Wednesday, we had 2 weeks ago, we had we had 22 people in his Zoom. Well, that's good, Susie. You made the car reservation just in case. That's actually a good idea. No, Houston is far south. Austin is central. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. I have a buddy that lives. Where does Steve live? In Texas, D? I got a real good friend that I haven't seen in a long time. Kay, he uh, he is a training pilot, a captain for Bombardier Air. He flies Lear jets for a living and trains other pilots. Now there's a great job. Let me tell you how great this guy's job is. He has a company credit card for his hotel and a company credit card for his food because when he flies these millionaires out on these, Bombardier is a fractional jet company. You can buy like 100 hours of flight time or whatever. So when he flies these millionaires out on the jet, wherever he flies them to, say he flies them into Dallas. Well, oh, I'm sure he'll be in Tampa for Super Bowl. He always flies people in for the Super Bowl. So yeah, like say he flies a millionaire into the Super Bowl to Tampa, and they don't have anybody going out on that jet for a while. They will fly him commercial back to his hub in Dallas, or wherever he is in Texas, and he uses the company credit card to fly him back. But the company credit card's in his name, and the food card's in his name. So guys, he accumulates all the travel points on his credit card, and once a year he takes his 2 week vacation somewhere exotic in the world. He went to Paris. He went to Italy. I think he went to Honolulu one year because all the miles on his company credit card are in his name, and he gets to use all those company miles. Susie, it's the same as the phone number. I thought everybody knew that. It's the same as the phone number. John Long says he usually used a plastic shovel at the beach as it really helps the shoulder pain, but it's no good except in beach sand. Not good with lots of shells or on the turf. Yeah, that soup that the guy in Australia uses, lost jewelry recovery. I guess his name's Michael. He built that huge, big green plastic shovel so he can run his detector over the shovel as he tries to find the stuff, so he knows if the ring or item is in the shovel. Obviously, you can't do that with a metal scoop. 10 inches of snow fell in my old hometown in West Texas. Wow. I would imagine it's fairly rare for Texas to get 10 inches of snow. Yeah, Coin Boy, I don't see too many beaches in Iowa. PD had a good friend that lives in Woodbine, Texas. Yeah, I think my buddy's in Austin. I think that's where the hub is for the. Oh yeah, Kay, he's a lucky guy. He knows he's got a great job. He's a bachelor. He's my age, um, and he flies millionaires all around the world. I used to work together from the city, and we used to joke that when the city sent us to a conference or something for the weekend to get some training on something, you know, it was just like we do at the hotel for Florida on Seven. You share a room with the guy next to you on a city budget. Nope. If he flies a millionaire down to the Bahamas for the weekend and they're down there for 3 days, he's in one hotel room, his co-pilot's in another hotel room, all the food's put on the company credit card, and he sits by the pool for the 2 days with the millionaires. And when they're ready to fly home, he flies them home. I really can't think of a better job, guys. I have flown with him numerous times when he was a pilot for when he had his twin engine license, and he would take me up flying. And I don't like flying, guys. I'm scared to death of flying. But when he took me up in the small twin engine planes, I absolutely loved it, guys. It was so exciting. Uh, oh, okay, Susie. She lost the phone number when the T. Oh, so you don't even have the phone number. It's on Pat's homepage. It is, as Rob as Rob types with his fingers. Grony boys are here. Hello, John. I know you're having a great start for 2021. I heard from Troy yesterday that you guys killed it yesterday. And I can't remember if it was you or your brother, but you got a personal high for silver coins for one day. Well, as far as I know with everybody, 2021 is starting out to be a much better year than 2020. Yeah, that's something I want to do more of, guys. That's something I'm going to make. I'm going to buy me a good magnet this year, and I'm going to try some magnet fishing. All my efforts magnet fishing have been epic fails. So yeah, Denise is laughing in the other room. I've pretty much turned them into comedy videos when I make one. But Jim Steele says, I want to work for a CERTA as a tester. Go to work, sleep 8 hours a day, get them up, tell them how your sleep was going, and then go detecting. Jim, that pretty much sounds like a perfect day. Well, we do have some humidity in the Florida. Well, John, I don't agree with Susie completely that you paint a rosy picture. We do have a balanced state budget, but by Constitution, every state has to balance their budget, not like the federal government. But yes, lots of beaches, springs, lakes, relatively low taxes. That is true. My property taxes are very reasonable. I mean, I want them lower, but and no state income tax. I think we're one of only 17 states left in the country that has no state income tax. I mean, yeah, there are a few places to live less expensive than Florida, but I think we have a lot of amenities here. My buddy up in Fargo, North Dakota, got 18 silver coins in one day last week. Well, that's way beyond 100 plus wheats and 17 silver for the team. Bob had 9 silver. Okay, I couldn't remember if Troy said it was you or Bob, but yeah, guys, I think there was 3 or 4 of them out there hunting yesterday. Troy called me up, excuse me, really excited and said they had. I don't even think he said 17. That's just phenomenal. Okay, that would be great if your 2021 hunting started today. Tommy says, by the way, Happy New Year to everyone. And if I haven't said it either, guys, happy 2021 for everybody. As I joked with Pat, it's going to be a wonderful year. There you go, Susie. Work for a metal detecting company being quality control. That would be great too. Oh, well, that's cool, Marty. I have not yet found a bullet magnet fishing. My best find probably when I went to a boat ramp out in the Gulf of Mexico. My magnet pulled up a perfectly intact, straight 8-foot rebar uh, that I left on the side there near the garbage can because I didn't have any room for it. And somebody grabbed that baby and put that to work. I don't know, Kay. I don't. It's definitely not the lowest, but I don't think it's the highest either. I mean, we still got so many. Denise and I live in a retirement area. The county we're in is a lot of retirees, which is why I'm here because my father retired from Bethlehem Steel up in Maryland, and there was a lot of retirees from Bethlehem Steel here, so he moved us here. So obviously, there's a lot more kids now than there was 40 years ago, but you can still go out, guys, and get $1.99 breakfast around here. Wow, John Long Silver Rail says my average for silver coins metal detecting is 1 a year. My coin roll hunting success is much better. John, me too. I've done 7 boxes now, and I'm averaging more than 1 a box, which, I know there's some channels that find 20 silvers in a box. I think that's an anomaly. Uh, I have found 5 in 1 box this year. Oh my gosh. It's definitely starting off really well. John says one of my first silvers for the year was a 1907 Barber dime. That is phenomenal, John. Treasure Trails, good morning. Welcome. Coin Boy, we all love Barbies. Because I don't know how it is out there in Iowa, Coin Boy, but and that's why John's mentioning it, finding a barber here in Florida is a really good find. Oh, Petey, I didn't know you lived near Jacksonville or lived in Jacksonville for 2 years. I did not know that, Susie. Pat just started doing coin roll hunting, guys. He he heard me, or he saw me sending him pictures of all the silver I was finding in my boxes. So Pat went to his bank and ordered 2 boxes, and he is through a box and a half, and he has 6 silvers so far. I told him he's got to start putting those on videos. Okay, you've set yourself up for a couple of tall goals for 2021, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about this morning, guys. Has anybody made any metal detecting goals? I watched Merrill's video last night of his monthly, on the first or second, he does how to become a millionaire metal detecting. And guys, he actually wrote down and listed his goals on the video for his 2020 metal detecting goals. And guys, he put down a tall order, 1,700 coins he wants this year. He wants his first cap bus coin this year. I'm still looking for my first seated coin. I did a trip up to Maryland, guys, to go see family and do metal detecting. And I filled out an envelope and wrote down all the goals I wanted for that metal detecting trip. And I don't think I hit one of them. And I don't know if I cursed myself. So I am not writing down I am not writing down my goals this year with a long list of things I want, because it seemed to jinx myself last year. But Kay, those are some serious goals right there. For those of you who've been following my channel since my early days, I have found one walking Liberty quarter. There's a seated quarter. I can't remember. I found one Liberty quarter, and guys, I lost it. I can't find it. It's around here somewhere. I don't know where, but I've only found one non-George Washington quarter, and I've lost it. So Dalton has found at least a half a dozen or whatever of a walking. Is it standing Liberty? Yeah, standing Liberty quarter. And Kay, Dalton and I, hunt almost every week. We hunt a lot of old properties, and I'm still under 10 barbers. I think I've got 5 or 6 barbers. I think I now have more V-nickels than I do barbers. Okay, a box of halves costs $500. But I've gone into banks before and asked them if they've had any customer rolled halves that have come in. And I was in a SunTrust bank, and I'm not even a customer at SunTrust. And she said, yes, a customer just brought in 5 rolls of halves. So obviously that was they're $10 a roll. So that was $50, which I happen to have on me. And I went out to the parking lot, guys, and out of those 5 rolls, I got 3 silvers that a customer turned in. And Kay, also, if you want to check quarters, what Susie does, and I think this is a brilliant idea. I never would have thought of this. If you want to start hunting small amounts, she goes to her local car wash that still does quarters, not credit cards, and she puts, however many singles in she can do, and she looks through quarters that way. You have less of a chance finding silver and quarters than you do halves, but since quarters are still in circulation in greater numbers, there's a lot more varieties and errors, and you can find some of the West Point mints, which are very rare. Marty says he only dug 13 silvers. I'm assuming he meant last year, unless he's had an incredible 3 days. But 5 of those were seeded, and 1 was a love token, working on his best of 2020 video. Marty, I'd look forward to that. I have never found a coin turned into a love token. I know some of the people that hunt really older areas of the country have found those. I've never found anything like that down here. Coin Boy, absolutely. Film more this year. Yes, Grody Boys, John, you are right. Playing the one dime game in Florida is a special treat and doesn't come around too often. You're right, sir. It comes around less than once a month. Dalton had an extraordinary day once. He found 2 barbers with me once. But yes, we did the one dime game where you see, and what for you folks that have never found a seated dime, the back of a seated dime and the back of a barber dime for many of the years of the two were exactly the same. So if you dig a dime and the back of the dime is facing you and it says one dime on the back with the wreath around it, that is the dime game, the one dime game, because when you flip it over, it could be a seated or it could be a barber. And Dalton and I have done that game a few times, and unfortunately every single one's turned out to be a barber. So that's so yeah, Coin Boy, finding a seated would be phenomenal. It does happen here in Florida, just not often. I'm glad you said that, John. I forgot all about that little game. Coin Boy says my biggest bucket lister is a large cent and a gold coin. Well, Coin Boy, that's everybody's. You don't even need to write that down. That just goes without saying for a gold coin. But my two biggest bucket listers for coins, I'm not making a list this year, guys, but I've let everybody know that my two biggest bucket listers are obviously a large cent and a seeded coin or any silver in the 1800s. My oldest silver is a 1900 even barber. I do have one O mint mark coin, which I think is phenomenal for here in Florida. I don't know if we'll ever find a Carson City coin here, but when I go out to Missouri to my sister's, I hope to make it out there sometime in 2021. I would love to find a Carson City coin closer out there to the Midwest. Standing Liberty quarter, thank you. John Long says his best metal detecting coin was a Standing Liberty quarter from the front yard of a 1920s permission in Melbourne Beach. That's exactly right. I got mine on a 1922, John. 1922 permission. That was the permission that turned me from a park hunter to a treasure hunter. That was one of the first permissions I ever got. 1922 farm on 2 acres. I got my first Mercury dime there. I got my first or second Buffalo there. I got my only Standing Liberty quarter. I got vintage silver ring. I didn't. The only coin I really haven't found there is an Indian, but I've gotten some really early Wheaties. Dalton has found a foreign silver, a Canadian silver there. I think we've pulled 11 or 13 silvers out of that property. And I've had that permission for over 2 years now. And she says I'm welcome to come back and go over the yard anytime I want. Mr. Troy is texting me, guys. I will show you Mr. Troy's phenomenal day yesterday. Mr. Troy has joined the same club that Dalton and I are in. Mr. Troy got himself a Canadian Largie yesterday, guys, 1912. Dalton and I both have one, and now Troy has one. So all three of us are now in the Canadian Largie camp. We just now need to find an American Largie. Congratulations, Troy. And there's Troy's two silvers from yesterday, a Rosie and a Merc. So Troy's on the board, 2-0. 2-0 against Dalton and I. But that's a great find, John. Yeah, box of halves is 500, a box of dimes is 250, a box of nickels is 100, and a box of pennies is $25. And I have a bank now finally starting to tell me they can get pennies back in too. I need to check with my credit union to see if they can get my nickels back in, and then I'll be almost back to pre. Marlon, why don't you jump in here with us, Marlon? Knox, I think that's all of our goals. Knox says my goal is to wake up every day and not find my name in the obituaries. Well, as long as they keep sending your Social Security check, that's fine. Yeah, Kay, I that gold medallion I got from the Freemasons is probably as close as I'll ever get to a gold coin. That's why I cherish that gold Freemasons medallion so much. Okay, Dennis said. Okay, John Long says his other two silver coins came from my own front yard: a Rosie and a Winged Liberty dime. Well, that's cool. I've never dug silver on any of my own properties or Denise's. Mary found two in 2 days while in Maine, two Canadian Largies and a Barber half in 2 days. Oh, I would love to find a Barber half. Dalton has one. Merlin says, I have to put on pants. Oh. Tommy, is that what coin you want to find too? Is a barber half? Yeah, that's right, Kay. Set your goals attainable, or because if they're unattainable goals, or if all of us went down that we just wanted to find a gold coin and that was it, for 99.999% of metal detectors, that's going to be an unattainable goal. So, why depress yourself or put the pressure on yourself? I think an 1899 silver is doable here in Florida because I've seen Dalton dig several of them. I don't know who that is, Susie. Yeah, there's some people out there that still don't think this is a real thing. I found my one beautiful token. I'm not taking her with me next time. Why did you lose it, Kay? I try not to carry too much stuff with me. There's Marlon. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Look at that nice sharp picture on your camera.
Yeah, I use my phone, not my laptop.
Oh, okay.
Works better. My laptop is junk. Yeah, so I got up right at 7
so
to
I
catch
can't
you when
say
you
that.
started,
My new
but
one here seems to be working perfect. The only thing I didn't realize when I got it, it does not have my Movie Maker editing program in it.
yeah,
So
exactly.
so I still need my regular PC for that. But I got to figure out how to load it or get something else because I'm going to take this laptop with me to Florida Hunt 7 and try and do some downloading and editing up there. Oh, Tommy says his best coin is his 1838 Largie. That's a phenomenal coin, Tommy. And
Yeah.
there was one dug at Florida Hunt 6 last year, Tommy, that it was 1850s towards the end of them. And I watched the guy as he took it out, and you could see the half-inch of crust on it, and he was rubbing it on his pants to get a date. I knew that just came out of the ground. You could just tell it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was asking, and then Susie Q said something about time slots, but I didn't get a notification that Liz went live this morning.
Really?
She would normally be live already.
Does anybody know if Liz is live or not right now?
Yeah, that's why it was weird. She's like clockwork. So, not that I'm trying to advertise for her, but you know what I mean.
No, I understand.
Yeah. I'm just switching to the chat here.
All right.
Yeah, and then I started doing a show later, like 11:30 Eastern.
I saw that the other day.
Yeah, I want to kind of try catch the tail end of Liz's people or whatever. She draws a crowd, and then they're looking for somewhere to go after.
Absolutely, absolutely. For the non-football crowd.
Exactly.
We do a Denise and I do a football pool or challenge with my sister and her partner, and then we pick the 16 teams we think are going to win the day. They pick them, and at the end of the year, what couple's got the most wins? The other couple has to buy a steak and lobster dinner for the year.
Well, that's nice.
So, yeah.
Surf and turf.
Surf and turf. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
Kay said when she took Mary last year to New England, she found better coins than I did. Well, Kay, that happens with me with Dalton almost every week. So, but I did get, well, I can't say it because you guys haven't seen it in the video. I did find a coin that he didn't find last week, so I did have a good hunt.
Ooh. Good. Can you catch lobster around Florida there? Is that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not like pulled right out of the Gulf because we don't have monster lobsters like they do up there on the East Coast and the northern East Coast. But
yeah, exactly.
But we have some really good seafood. Our seafood down here that we concentrate on is fresh grouper. I mean, there's a lot of places that have deals with the boat. They take that grouper right off the fishing boat, especially for the restaurants on the water here. I mean, it literally goes from the fishing boat into the kitchen of the restaurant.
Yeah, that was always the best about when we'd go on vacation to Mexico or Cuba was the fresh fish. for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I'm sure it's the same in Florida.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. My sister from Missouri, she loves coming down here, and she says every time we're down here, we got to go to some seafood restaurants. But John's right. I think it's like fishing. When you stop concentrating and start daydreaming, that's when the fish strike or the good find comes. And that's the nice thing about doing the beach, John. You can be walking along on the beach just daydreaming, looking at girls in bikini, and when that good signal hits your machine and it screams at you, you can bring your attention back. But you can walk the beach all day long and daydream. Uh-oh, what are you hitting hard this morning? Soda?
Water.
Oh, water.
Yeah, just a soda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in bed watching for a bit, and then I fell back asleep and then woke up again.
Ah, okay. I was wondering where you went because I didn't see you commenting. Kay said she did not see her post a guest list for this week either. So Kay, I know Kay is a moderator for
Yeah,
Liz.
I watch all the time too. Well, I watch you guys both at the same time when you overlap. 2 screens.
Lobster here are like really big shrimp. John says, "Yeah, that's about right, John." Oh, wait a minute. Epic Adventures in Paradise. Good morning. That is Howard and Janine. Good morning, guys. My club president and his wife.
Root beer.
No kidding.
He
So
was
it's not like
asking.
is it a zero carb one?
Yeah, no sugar, just sparkling water with the essence of root beer.
Okay, so where do you get those from?
It's called President's Choice. It's like a store brand at the Real
Okay.
Canadian Superstore, but it's
'Cause
like bubbly and those other
when I do
ones.
my Atkins program, I get the flavored waters from Walmart.
Yeah,
They
it's like a White Claw with no alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've
same
I've
idea.
never had any of those. When I'm doing the beach, I see everybody on the beach drinking those things out of cans,
White
and I've
Claws,
never had one of them. I'm not a drinker, Marlon. My
Me
neighbor had
neither.
about 10 of us over for New Year's Eve. She made some hors d'oeuvres and some shrimp and some goodies. And guys, I actually had a bottle of Mike's Hard Lemonade that's been sitting in our refrigerator since somebody left it here. And I actually had my first drink of the year, New Year's Eve. I had a Mike's Hard Lemonade, and it was
Right
good.
on.
I liked it.
Yeah, I used to, I mean, when younger, drink a lot more, but since kids, we really cut out the drinking. So not enough time.
Yeah. Yeah. Susie said she's not on. Okay.
Yeah, she
Jimmy
must not be.
Rat
She
asked
must
me
be
what
taking
day
one off for the new year. That's what I'm guessing. Must be
Yeah,
taking
she's
one off.
probably got her daughter down from college, so they're probably spending some family time.
That's good for her to do that.
Denise goes, ooh. Marty says, is she still hungover from her New Year's stream? I don't know if Liz drinks. I mean, I know she has for some of the challenges she's done, like she's done her chocolate challenge and her other food challenges. I don't know if she's done because I know she was down in Cancun or Mexico somewhere last year, and I know she did a challenge down there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, KCMD Dennis says his best find of 2020, an 1846 large cent and an 1858 Flying Eagle. Yeah, I've got it. If I had a written list of bucket listers, a Flying Eagle would be on there. You got that right, Dennis. Grody Boy says he's still having his coffee. Absolutely. I'm only on cup 2. Demon Rat wants to know what editing pro. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on, Marlon. Or did you do that? I think he did that.
Yeah, that was me. Just 1 second.
Okay. Marty or Demon Rat asked what editing program I use. On my PC, which is right here next to me where I've got my stream on so I can see how it's going. On that computer, I have Movie Maker 8. And I was told never to change that to Movie Maker 10. There's some people that have Movie Maker 10 that says, even though it's supposed to be an updated version, they took away a lot of the features. So I use my Movie Maker 8 that came standard with my PC. My old laptop had the exact same program, but my motherboard went out on my laptop, and my computer guy, I have a local computer guy, a young guy who's really good. He transferred all my hundreds and hundreds of videos and video clips from my metal detecting on my old PC or my old laptop to this one. So I kept all my stuff. I just didn't realize this did not have Movie Maker included on it. So I will ask him if he can download a version of Movie Maker into this.
It's Windows 10, right?
This one I think is Windows 10. That one, my other computer is Windows 8.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you should be able to get on Windows 10 that Movie Maker right from there. What do you
Right.
call it? The Windows App Store.
Ah,
Maybe.
okay. And that's free to download?
I think so. That's where you get most of their stuff now from Microsoft.
Okay.
Microsoft App Store.
Okay. Susie Q says she's got a preview up for a show on the 7th. So it looks like she'll be back on the 7th, guys.
Cool.
That would be her Thursday night show.
Yeah, off
Wouldn't
the
it?
cuff.
Yeah, because next Sunday would be the 10th, wouldn't it? 7 days from now. So if it's the 7th, that'll be her Thursday night show. Kay says she thought lobsters were cold water creatures. That is true, Kay.
Don't they get big tropical lobsters like Thailand and places like that though? I've seen on some YouTube videos.
I know they get those big, huge crabs. I don't know about.
Oh yeah, crabs. You're right. Yeah, I'm not a lobster expert.
Yeah,
Not
no,
from
me
the
neither.
East Coast.
I just enjoy eating them.
Yeah, for sure.
Now the thing that we get fresh here is my neighbor, the guy that had the boat that took me out to the island on the video I just did 2 weeks ago, that went out to the island. We have a scalloping season here at the beginning of November, or no, I'm sorry, in the summer. When did he take me out there? July, August? Yeah, because I waited 6 months to publish that because I wanted to publish it when you were all sitting in ass deep in snow. So, but they had we have a scallop season here locally in Tampa Bay. This is a big area for scallops, so a lot of the guys go out, and I think you can take back an entire 5-gallon bucket full, and they're only in 3 to 4 feet of water. As a matter of fact, my club president here, who is Epic Adventures in Paradise, Howard, him and his son went scalloping this summer, and they brought back quite a few scallops. As a matter of fact, he did a video. So if you go to his channel, Epic Adventures in Paradise, you can actually see a scalloping video in the Gulf of Mexico.
Cool.
Susie said she's going to be on later around 6 p.m. for her day 10 of her 13-day giveaway. So anybody wants to be live in Susie's stream tonight, she'll be on at 6 p.m.
I'm going to check it out.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, see, Petey, Frankie, if I ever get to meet you, buddy, and I hope I do, and I hope I get to hunt with you sometimes on my way up to Maryland, going through South Carolina. I have never had a crawfish before. I can actually say that. I've never been to New Orleans, and so Petey, you could fix me some crawfish or take me someplace, and we can go to a place for crawfish, and I will try crawfish.
That would be awesome. They have freshwater ones here in the big river, North Saskatchewan River, and they get fair sized, but I've never tried catching them and cooking them.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I mean, like I say, Denise's dad would get the fresh scallops, and he would make scallop linguine with his own white sauce. He'd make his own white sauce, and
I've never seen what a scallop looks like in the wild, though. It's like a chunk of meat, you know, when you get it.
It looks like a.
Does it have a shell?
Oh yeah, it's got that pretty scallop shell that looks like the Shell Oil Company shell. That's what a scallop shell is.
Oh, see, I had no idea. Now I do. There's that and whatever cockles are too, right? I'm not sure.
What those are.
Yeah, it's something similar, I think.
Susie said she limits herself to 1 Coke a day and the rest of the time tea or water. Yeah, I'm sure Denise would be happy if that's what I did too. And Kay, it's funny. When I do the Atkins program, like I say, I drink the flavored waters from Walmart.
Yep.
And they have apple. They have a Fuji apple that tastes just like apples. They have a lemon that is about as close to Sprite or 7-Up as you can get. So you can actually drink that. It is carbonated, but it's 0 carbs, 0 sugar. My doctor, actually, back when I had insurance, my doctor told me if you just stop drinking soda, if you just quit soda for a year, you'd lose 10 to 12 pounds without changing anything else.
It's a lot of sugar.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's why I switched to these waters too. Same thing. I can drink as many as I want this way rather than, drinking too many pops a day.
Yes. As Kay said, Lee from Digging It sent me a gift box of several coins, a bottle, tokens, and such. I'm his only Patreon sub. Well, good for you, Kay. I know.
Okay, Kay, it's good you're on Patreon. I'm on Patreon and have 0 followers. So
I've never done it.
Yeah, I follow a few people on there, but I don't give anyone money. I just follow them for the the what do you call it? Free content that they put
Yeah,
up.
I mean, once those channels I'm monetized, so when you watch, I mean, when I go to rewatch one of my videos after I've edited it and put it on, I want to make sure I didn't. It's like
Yeah.
one video I put the same scene in twice, and I vowed never to do that again.
Oops.
Yeah, oops. Because I heard about it too, people caught it too, so I knew they were watching. But, so I'll
You
rewatch
have
the video,
viewers.
and I've got to click on my own commercials.
It's easy
John
QS2.
uses Shotcut. It's free and easy to use for his editing program. Well, Susie, nothing wrong with not hitting good coins if you find the occasional gold ring. My goal yesterday, guys, I came back with less than 50 cents from Clearwater Beach, which is a huge anomaly for me. I normally come back with a lot more coins than that, but I did down at the waterline. And boy, guys, when you hit that water for the first time yesterday, it was like 63-degree water. My feet were a little shocked there until they got used to it. But I do the waterline at Clearwater Beach mainly because that's where I have found my only 2 gold rings on Clearwater Beach has been right at the waterline. So I did get 3 jewelry signals there. I was hoping they would be rings. On the knocks on the beach, a 16, 17, especially a 17, will almost always be a ring. And I got a 16, 17, and I pulled out a little girl's stretchy bracelet that had a little silver turtle on it. And then my next 16, 17 turned out to be a charm. It was gold, but I don't think it was gold color, but I don't think it was. And it had a picture of an Indian woman, an East Indian woman with her red painted dot between her eyebrows. And I know it was probably from the family members that it fell off their chain, and it was probably a remembrance charm. And I found right at the waterline, and then I found a stud. It had the fake diamond in it, stud earring also at the waterline. And then I found a 22 pennies somebody dropped at the waterline. That took forever to dig those up.
They're treating it like a wishing well. They just threw a whole handful.
They did. He gave me my first V nickels and 2-cent piece. Kay, I've never actually even seen a 2-cent piece in person. Obviously, I found 2 V nickels on the last day of November on my solo hunt. The one that I posted said my best solo hunt in years. God, that was a great day. And his family has another house in the same city. And I'm going back there this week to make sure that he said it was okay to do. I want to make sure to check with him again before we go on it. Susie says her best coin she's ever found was a war nickel and a Canadian silver dime. Hey, that's a good find. It's not easy to find Canadian silver down here in Florida. Morning, Ski Searcher. I think I said hi, but if I didn't, good morning. Amphibious Archaeology's here. Good morning. That would be Mr. Richard. Good morning. He's up in North Florida. And Mr. Mike Lyman's here, guys. Mallyman24, because I never knew his name was Mike Lyman. So instead of calling him M.A. Lyman 24, I used to call him Mallyman until somebody explained to me. But I guess I'm not the only person that does that. Mr. Tones is here. Good morning, Lou. He's been a busy guy lately doing some streams. He was in with us the other night, Marlon, when we had 4 of us up on the screen, if you remember. He had the biggest mug of beer I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When we did that Christmas Eve midnight stream.
I think I missed it. I think I was sleeping already.
Oh, okay. Okay. Mr. Randolph Relic Recovery is here. Mr. Martin. And wow, everybody's here this morning. We're up to 27. This is great, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's wet and snowing here. Thinking of detecting, though. Lou, I give you guys credit. Okay, hang on. Kay made a comment about all of us did, Rob. I'm not sure what she's making a comment about what I said that all of us did. I can't keep up with this chat. I'm trying just to make sure I say hi to everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Tones, Randolph Relic Recovery, Mike Lyman. Guys, when I mention these channels, Amphibious Archaeology, Richard, go check out these guys' channels, folks. I met Marlon through Pat's Zoom channel, And you know, I went and checked out his channel, subscribed to his channel. Susie says she got the silver Canadian out in Vero Rural, South Georgia. I have found one Canadian silver and my Canadian British, or my British Honduras silver, which is the rarest coin I've ever found. Been watching Lou's stuff. Glad you have a chance to put some videos out. He was really busy. I know.
Yeah.
Lou's. I don't know when Merrill and Lou sleep. I really don't. I just don't know when those two guys sleep.
Yeah. They're out every day.
You'll give me credit for swinging in the snow. How big is the loan? You guys out there doing snow territory. I'm telling you, I've watched some of the Hoover boys when they're going out there and they're trying to find the patches of a field that don't have snow on them, and then breaking through that frosted ground. I just. And Susie says she's trying to get to 1,000. That would be great because we all know that that's the milestone to get monetized, and she'd like to do it by March 3rd. Good luck there, Susie.
Yeah, good luck.
And Mr. Frankie says he's trying to hit 350. So, guys, let's see if we can get Petey Sandigger to 350.
Definitely already subscribing. Yeah.
Oh, about calling Mike Mallyman. Yes. I didn't know it was M.A. Lyman until I started watching his channel, and then I saw everybody calling him Mike. And Marty says he has dug a 1903 Canadian large cent
Androids.
and an 89 loonie that was turned into a button in Illinois. Oh, well, that's cool. I'm not sure why you would take an 89 loonie and turn that into a button. Is an 89 coin still in circulation there, Marlon?
Which one?
An 89 loonie.
87, I think, was the first year of the loonie.
Oh, so they're still.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. Britain takes coins in and out of circulation. I can't keep up with them.
It's weird. A loonie turned into a button, hey?
Yeah, I know. That is weird. Susie said yesterday was her first year anniversary on YouTube. Well, Susie, to have the subscribers you have after 1 year, I think is pretty impressive. I know at my 1 year, I was at maybe 200 or 300, and I was doing a 200 or 300 sub giveaway. I wasn't even thinking about 1,000 back then.
Yeah.
And Ski Searcher says he wants to break 700. So there you go, guys. Let's see if we can get Ski Searcher over 700. And the Grony Boy says they are shooting for 1,000 subs. Guys, if you haven't checked out John and his brother Bob on the Grony Boys, they are here. Well, they're not super close to me. They're over 2 counties over from me towards Central Florida. But guys, they get some phenomenal old permissions. They have actually gotten some permissions before I knew who they were across the street from some of my and Dalton's permissions in a town, and like an hour and a half away from here, because it's about a half hour for them. And that's where Dalton and Troy have met with them to do some more hunting. I've ever actually gotten to hunt with John. That's been a goal of mine. And we will. But guys, they find some phenomenal finds.
Yeah, Bob is John's uncle.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I thought it was his dad at first, but I was wrong too. Yeah, and John's going to be live with me and Jason from BC Treasure Trails today, and Brandon from Alabama Dirt Digger. That's going to be our show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I know Troy was just up in Alabama, and he was hoping to get with Alabama Dirt Digger, but they weren't able to hook up. Troy went up there to go see his daughter for Christmas. Guys, like I say, Epic Adventures in Paradise is my club president, Suncoast Research and Recovery Metal Detecting Club. And guys, hold on one second. Hey, D, where you at, hon? Are you on the phone? All right, no worries. Marlon, you got it. I'll be right back.
Yes, indeed. So I'll see John later. I thought he'd come up live right now. He likes to do live. Yeah, Petey, that seems to happen. YouTube is removing subs from people left, right, and center nowadays. I'm having to resub to people. I'm finding myself even.
Yes, the one with the article about us in it. Oh, I don't see it in there.
Yeah, he gave it to me, told me to throw it away. I don't know why.
Get out of bed, Jason. Eat breakfast. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to leave Rob here soon and eat breakfast and get ready for the show. In an hour, we're live on my channel. Today I have the floor on Rob's channel, so let's go from there. What's in the chat? So 1 video a day, Lou, is going to, if you're editing, it's going to take up a significant portion of your life. I watched a daily vlogger for a while, and he did daily for 1,500 and something days before his life was completely ruined and he stopped doing daily YouTube posts. That is daily YouTube. That's right. And now I'll sing 18 Wheels on a Big Rig. Oh, wait, he's back. I don't have to sing it.
Thank you, Marlon. Guys, I got with my club president, Howard, yesterday, Epic Adventures in Paradise. This is a bi-monthly magazine. It is printed here in the St. Pete area for businesses. And guys, the editor and publisher of this magazine, her mother called our ring finders group because she lost a heirloom ring. And so since we found her mother's ring, she did a super nice article about our club in here. Okay, I got to get this camera right. There is Howard's picture right there on the end. And there's 3 guys from our club on Clearwater Beach found a ring for person. And then she mentions me in the article for finding her mother's ring that was lost in a lake that we never thought we'd find it. So guys, I thought that was really nice of her. And little recognition for the club. We're also on Clearwater Police Department's website. Hang on, I just hit my sound button on my other computer. There we go. So yeah, they these folks from out of state there, the one in the pictures, they came here from out of state and they lost their wedding ring from 25 years and they didn't know who to call, so they called Clearwater Police Department, and one of their civilian employees knew about our organization and put her in contact with us, and then she recontacted Clearwater Police and said they came right out and found my husband's ring, and she was so excited. So Clearwater PD put a big article on their Facebook page, and then the magazine picked it up from the Facebook article. It was a good 2 weeks for ring finders. All right, well, let me see here. Martin says, this is unreal. I dug a silver Canadian quarter that was drilled out for a boat motor bracket washer. You know, I can understand doing maybe a largie or something like that for a button or something, but not silver quarters, guys.
For a washer. When you're desperate and you're at the lake.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you don't want your boat sinking. I guess, you know, if you got to use a silver quarter, you got to use a silver quarter. That's right.
Still.
Guys, Richard from Amphibious Archaeology has a channel where they try to go to historical sites here in Florida, and he tells the story and the history of that site. So let's get him over 200, guys. He's got a very, very professionally well done videos that he does on sites up around North Florida, like old river crossings and stuff that they, you know, use ferries on, that people are going to drop things there as they're getting on the ferry, places like that. So check out Richard's channel. He started off originally on Facebook, and now he's building up his YouTube channel. So folks, please go over and check him out.
Beckons about quality time.
Yeah, Kay, so did I. I thought Bob was John's brother. They're up there near Pensacola, as Richard's saying. Oh, I made some good coffee this morning. Marty says, you guys are youngsters. I'm 57. That's all right, Marty. I turned 59 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, and I'm not happy about it. I'm trying to get to 3 million by the year 3281. Yeah, if any of us are still here, then thank you, PD, for that sub for the Grony Boys.
Share the
Wow, Cole, I
love.
didn't realize we were close together, the same age. Ski Searcher now went up a sub from Epic Adventures in Paradise. Guys, I'm gonna have a bite of my Christmas cookie. Denise hides them on me.
Yeah, I should probably go eat some breakfast and stuff myself. It was fun hanging out for a bit.
Yeah, I will come on. I'll come on to your stream. What'd you say? 12:30?
Yeah, I think we're starting at I think it's 11:30 your time or whatever it is there in about an hour.
Okay.
Less than an hour. Yeah, we were going half an hour after Liz. I never know how long you're gonna end up going, 2 or 3 hours ish.
Me neither. Me neither. And
Wherever it goes. Yeah. No worries though. There's lots of people on YouTube, so
well, hang on before you
I
leave.
will see you later. And yeah, and in the second half of the show we have people come up and introduce their channel right from the chat too. It's kind of just a creator meet and greet for everyone to share their channels.
All right, let me before you leave, guys.
Sure.
My Christmas giveaway ended last Saturday night at midnight. Was the last time you could enter for the Christmas copper coin, and we got so busy with Mr. Ken from DK Adventures coming on here, Adventures in Dirt, I forgot to pull the winner for my giveaway.
Oh.
So I have not pulled a winner for this, but I am sitting here with. Here is my log sheet for the giveaway. There's page 1, and it goes partly over to page 2. So we had 41 entrants, and so let me go ahead and pull that now while we're live. I have randomnumbergenerator.org pulled up, and I said we had 41 entrants. So let me type in 1 to 41, and let me generate a number. 36. All right. 36. Oh, let me get back on my screen here. 36 is Brooklyn Treasure Hunter. Tommy, you missed it by one number.
Anthony
is the winner of the copper round. So let me write him down and see if I can get it mailed off before next year. Okay, I got him down. Brooklyn Treasure Hunter has won the copper round, guys.
Awesome.
So thank you, Marlon. I just wanted to see if maybe you were the winner.
I might have won live. I was already making my exciting face. Like
That's right.
And I just
get some breakfast and we'll pop in and say hi to you in an hour.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and your friend Epic Adventures in Paradise, I just dropped you a subscribe. I'm number 42.
Nice. 42. Already up to 42 already. He's got a brand new channel.
5 videos. Awesome. I'll be watching for sure. And come by my meet and greet in an hour, and we'll get everyone to drop you a sub if we can.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you very much, buddy.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right, Rob. Thanks for having me. It's always awesome to see everyone.
Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Appreciate it, buddy.
Totally. I got to go get my breakfast on so I don't faint during my own live. Hey.
Yeah, get that done before you get live. There you go, buddy. All right. See ya. BC Treasure Trail says he's still in bed. Wow. Tone says he wants to put out a video a day. You know, Tones, I don't have a job. I know you and Merrill work full time. I don't have a full-time job. I have my little eBay business that generates a little bit of income. I own some real estate here in Florida that generates income for me. And I also am a day trader and make some money from day trading. So basically all of those, the obviously the real estate income is passive income. My eBay business, I only have to do that when something sells. So guys, I have a lot of free time. Even when I day trade, usually the day trading lasts from 9:30 to 11:30 because that's the wildest 2 hours of the market. And guys, even with all that, with me not having to work, I don't think I could put out a video a day. I would love to, but man, I just don't know if I could do that. That is crazy, Tones. That is absolutely crazy. Okay, J-Man and Metal Sharks did a collab hunt with Park Rat Pat and found that very rare Perry auto tag. And if you know old cars, you know it's exceptionally rare find. Yes, yes, John, that is great. J-Man did find that, and it's so old that I'm not even sure if they call it a car tag. I think it was called a carriage tag back when they used to call them motorized carriages. So that's right. So everybody go over and check out J-Man's channel, Metal Sharks, and see that cool old tag. I believe it's on both his video and Pat's video. Well, BC Treasure Trails, you can eat on the stream. Nobody's going to see you. Marlon or Marty, I know. He says, I'll get 10 new subs and lose 5. And I don't kid about this, guys. From September or August till last week, I didn't move more than 3 subs up or down. I would go from 1585 to 1588. And next day I'd be down to 86. I'd be down to 85, 84. I couldn't move up a sub for 90 days. And I finally broke through for that and have hit 1589. Wow, Richard says it's 42 in North Florida now. That's a 20-degree difference from here. Yeah, Charlie, they didn't put my picture in the article, but my name got mentioned. So I am in print now, people. I'm famous. Howard's even more famous because he's got a picture in the magazine. Howard, do you own some Bitcoin? Because I'm doing very, very well. I'm trying not to get crazy with it. I'm trying to be very conservative with my day trading. Because I'm using it as income. Kay says she will get number 3 of her video out of her New England trip out this week. I'm so late at putting it out. That's all right, Kay. Nobody's as late as me. Work is for people that don't hunt. You got that right, Marty. My problem, Howard, is I know absolutely very little about Bitcoin. Better famous than infamous. Well, you got that right, John Long. Richard says he's got to run, got to go out on the property and feed chickens. Well, that's because you live out there in nowhere man's land. Oh, Tommy had some Bitcoins. See, I had 7 of them a few years back, mined them. I don't know what that means. I guess it means he sold them or used them. And now wishing I had kept them. Yeah, I guess so. What is Bitcoin at? Like $23,000? Yeah, that would make you pretty rich, wouldn't it, Tommy? Ski Searcher says he's got a 12-hour shift at 3 a.m. Wow, that's guys. I only had to work midnight one shift at the police department. I did that for one 4-month shift, and that's a rough shift. And doing 12 hours of that, I don't know if I could do 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's a long day. Knox says he's been sinking money into airline stocks. I figure they will rebound eventually. There's some guys that I watch on YouTube called Dumb Money Live. It's 3 guys that took $20,000 each and turned it into $20 million. And I watch their channel quite a bit, and I can tell you right now that they have loaded up on airline stocks because they said the same thing as you, Knox. Eventually in 2021, when the vast majority of the population has their shots and this pandemic starts slowing down, people being all pent up for this last year, over a year, are going to get out and they're going to travel. Dennis says he was in print when he was 16, even had his picture taken, but he's not telling anyone where that article was written. Okay. It'd be worth 31,000. Well, that's a hell of a amount of money. Oh, it's up to 31,000. Wow. Tone says he's heading out to well, if he needs to do a video a day, he's got to get out there. Lou, thank you so much for hanging out with us. He works at a Walgreens distribution center. Well, yeah, I guess midnights is when they do all that stuff. I had a job at Ski Searcher. I had a job. I worked 5 Christmases when I was in college, well, high school and college, working for UPS. And I was loading and unloading their trucks at one of their facilities, and I really enjoyed it. My last year, I actually got to be the second hopper on the truck, and I got called by. There was a girl I dated in high school whose brother became a supervisor at UPS, and he was going through the names of the Christmas employees from that year, and he saw my name and he recognized it. And he called me up and he goes, "Hey, I'd like to offer you a what we call a full-time, part-time position. It's full-time, 5 hours a night." Uh, and I said, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's you'd be unloading trucks midnight to 5 a.m." And I went, "Thanks, but no thanks." Tommy says Bitcoin was 31,000 yesterday. Wow. Last I looked at it like 3 days ago, it was at 23,000. So it's jumped $8,000 in a week. Wow. Marty says he worked in the cheese industry for 20 years, 3 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. God dang, that's a lot of hours, Marty. They actually consider it the day shift, 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. Well, see, that's different. 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. is 10 hours. That's different than 12. Kay says she thinks 2021 is her year to invest. I just have to find a company that I can trust. I'm very distrusting of anybody. Well, Kay, I don't blame you. It's your money. You want to make sure you have to feel comfortable with the person that's doing that for you. Charlie says that's some serious hours, and it is digging it back. Absolutely, Jay, man. I would love if she doesn't come down, if she doesn't do New England next year. I would love if she came down to Florida because her coming from Texas, Jamie, she's got to come right down around the Panhandle. So there's a lot of channels she's going to be passing up there. She's going to be passing Charlie with digging it back. She's going to be not too far away from Richard and amphibian archaeology. Tommy's up that way. You're over that way. And then she could come down right down the west coast down US 19, and then she's got all of us guys. Me, Dalton, Troy, the Groney boys. I work 4 10-hour shifts with Tuesdays off and weekends off every week. I love my weekends off. Oh, well, if you get the same weekends off every week, that's great. My buddy works 4 10-hour days, and he's got 3 days in a row off every week. He loves it. I know, Charlie. I'd love to hunt with K too. Besides the one day up at Florida Hunt 6. I put over 6,000 miles on my car with that trip. I do not doubt that. Okay. We made cheese for Happy Joe's Pizza franchise. Yeah, we don't have them down here, Marty. What are you doing? What are you doing? What? I'm on TV right now. I can't talk to you. Jamie says, after watching Metal Detecting New York City's video last night, I am really mulling over how to make the channel revenue invest it. Jamie, you're not the only person who thought about that. My channel is monetized. I don't make much money with it, except for Charlie keeps sending me money that I keep telling him to stop. But I only make pennies on a video. Merrill has taken his channel from 1,000 subscribers up to 9,000. He does at least 3 to 4 videos a day or a week. I mean, Knox says, I think the worst job is ringing the bell next to the red kettle. You can imagine my thoughts looking at that kettle and needing a bathroom break. Yeah, what do you do for that? Hopefully they only work those people 2-hour shifts. Well, the only good thing about overtime, one thing we had at Disney when I worked at Disney for 10 years, guys, is we had unlimited overtime. I mean, obviously this is back in the pre-COVID days, but Disney had their own interweb website that was like for Disney employees only, Disney cast members only. So you could log onto the website, and it was, like I say, it was just for Disney employees. And I could go on the website and look for overtime for security, and there was just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of positions open, and you just clicked on your own, and you signed it up, and then it was your responsibility to show up at that place on time, and then you just put in you just clicked your time card that day, and you could get all the overtime you wanted at Disney. Kay says she does not want to be monetized. She won't. I won't allow every. I won't allow ads in my videos. Good for you, Kay. Ski Searcher says he wishes he had more people to collaborate with around here in Southern Illinois. Everybody is up north by Chicago. Do you have any clubs around there, Ski Searcher? That's how a lot of us have gotten together down here. I met Troy through our club. Mr. Dalton contacted me through one of my videos on YouTube. Miss Alex, I happened to meet her when I was out detecting a park near her house, and she drove by and saw a metal detectorist in the park, and she got all excited because she had never seen one. Because literally in the county that Dalton and I are in, there's only 5 of us at metal detect that we know about. 5 people. My club meets in the county south of us, where there's somewhere between 70 and 100 people that we know of that metal detect down there. John says, yes, he would love to do the group hunts, and we love group hunts. Well, John, that's it. It is just going to be phenomenal up there at Florida Hunt 7. The Tri-State Metal Detecting Club. Oh, you dig with people in your club. Okay. Opportunity Knox. Is it true that Disney has rules about facial hair? Well, simple answer, yes, it is, but they used to be a lot stricter. I got hired there in 80, was it 89, 90 that I got hired in Disney? And when I got hired there, you couldn't even have a mustache. You had to have your sideburns right here at the middle of your ear. No mustache. Your hair had to be a business cut in the back. When I was in my 3-day orientation, we had this guy that he just thought he was Joe Cool, Mr. Smartass. He came in with a long ponytail to orientation, and the guy said, after this 2-day orientation, I think it was 2-day, you have to shave, you have to cut your hair to business cut. And the guy's like, yeah, he goes, because that's our rule here. That's our policy. So guys, the day after orientation, he came in the first day, and he thought he was really smart. He wore a suit, and he tucked his ponytail in between underneath his suit jacket and down the collar of his shirt so people wouldn't notice it. And they fired him on the spot, guys. Just told him to go right home. He was no longer wanted. Now, since I left there, they allow mustaches. And they didn't used to allow big afros. They didn't allow cornrows, and they didn't allow beards. But now they do. And they had so much trouble firing people to work there that wouldn't stay clean shaven that they had to modify it to go to society's acceptance of facial hair. So you can actually now have a very clean beard. I guess like a very neat beard, like some police departments allow now. But yeah, when I was there, you couldn't even have a mustache. No pierced tongues. Can't have a tongue ring. You can't have like a piercing of your lip. No nose piercings, and the women can only wear 1 earring per ear. And no visible tattoos. Yeah, Knox, no hippies. Yeah, you got that right. River Sticks Outdoors, what's his channel name? Oh, I guess you guys are doing a conversation I don't know about, so I won't. In Tallahassee, there is no club. Metal detecting is a lone wolf thing. Sad. Well, hell, John, between you and Tommy and Jamie and Charlie and Amphibious Archaeology, you guys should get together and start one. John says I could not work there then. Love my beard as my friend. There was a lot of perks to working for Disney, guys. Charlie says he's off to get some digging done. Charlie, have a good day up there. Mike says he is listening and making chili. Well, Mike, I don't know how cold it is up there, but this is a good day down here in Florida to make some chili. I know that song, Signs, Signs Everywhere. That's a great song, Marty. Oh, guys, we still have 25 people here. This is phenomenal. We've been going on 2 hours now. We got 25 people here. So if any of you guys run into Brooklyn Treasure Hunter, let him know he won my giveaway this morning. And I will contact him and get his address and get his coin off to him. Mark T, good morning this morning. Mark Thomas, howdy, good morning. John says he had a beard, but he missed it. I grew one last year, guys, for the facial, for my shave my head fundraising thing. I grew the beard too, and then shaved it off and put my Fu Manchu for that. I hadn't had a beard in a long time. Ski Searcher says he's out too, probably going to go dig. Ski Searcher, thanks for hanging out with us so long. I appreciate it. He did have long sideburns. You're right there, Metal Sharks. Frankie says he's going to go get things, get ready to dig. Thank you, Frankie, for hanging out with us. That's right. We have liquid snow, John. That's exactly right. Thanks, Marlon. Appreciate that. Yeah, everybody that's going out hunting today, good luck to everybody out hunting. I went out yesterday. Marty says he hasn't shaved his beard in 5 years. Long live ZZ Top. Well, guys, I follow Justin Bussman. He's mainly a coin roll hunter and coin. He searches coins for areas and varieties. He has got a beard that would make most mountain men envious. That is one Grizzly Adams beard, I'll tell you. Tommy says River Sticks. Tommy says Metal Sharks is such a rebel, borderline hippie. Yeah, Tommy, I can't see that. Jamie's about the clean cuttest guy I've ever seen. Mike says Happy New Year, Rob, at FL Thunder Digging with Rob. Thank you very much, Mike. Oh, that was pretty funny. Well, guys, obviously everybody seems to be in a great mood and really fired up that it's 2021. And even some of you folks that are in areas where it's pretty cold, you're heading out hunting today. Oh, I didn't even realize I've got a picture of 2 of my half boxes in the background there. I just got 2 more boxes, guys, and I guess you can see them right there. Yep, you're right, Mike. I was just noticing them myself back there. Jamie says he's unable to tech for a few days as he got into some poison ivy last week and usually careful to avoid but missed some ivy. Yeah, in a twilight hunt. Yeah, I guess in twilight that blends right in. We don't usually have a problem down here with that. Twilight though is when Dalton and I hit that hot spot Tuesday, Thursday, whatever the hell day it was we were out hunting. We stayed there so long it got dark and the mosquitoes started coming out. Jim says he shaves every year to check for cancer. That might not be. That's probably a good idea, Jim. Marty says, Mountain Man, I do that living history stuff. I have owned a teepee for 33 years. Well, that's pretty freaking cool. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy. See, people don't understand that when we say it's 65 and it's freezing here, they're like, you guys are a bunch of wussies. Yes, we are. And we're damn proud of it. My older sister calls me a weenie boy, and she actually got me a T-shirt that says, I am weenie boy. Uh-oh, is Mr. Pat back? No, it was just a TikTok message. So yeah, 65 is cold dust, guys. When you get down in the 40s and 50s around here, we're putting the heat on. We're firing up the portable fireplaces. Dennis says he shaves once a year, whether he needs it or not. Oh wow, Mike, would you really have to worry about with ticks? Wow, that's another thing we don't really too worry about too much here in Florida. We do have small scorpions here. It's 32 degrees and a little chilly today. No, Mike, that's flipping cold. Jamie says he's going to start wearing gloves on both hands. I've learned that lesson for sure. Yeah, that's probably true, Jamie. I only usually use a glove on the hand that I've got my pinpointer on and not the hand that I've got on my metal detector. And then what I do is if I got to dig the coin out, I'll just transfer the pinpointer to my non-gloved hand, and then I'll try and remember to dig with my gloved hand. But guys, there's a lot of videos where I'm holding my pinpointer with my gloved hand and I'm digging through dirt with my bare hand, forgetting to change hands. Why? Because I'm Menardo Rob. A friend went 10 years without shaving, finally shaved, and he found cancer. We buried him less than a year later. Wow, Jim, I would have never thought about that. Never would have thought about that. Marty says he has to run. Everybody have a great day and happy New Year to all. Fantastic, Marty. It sounds like everybody here is off to a good start. North Florida, there are a lot of ticks due to the deer population. I can understand that. There's probably more deer in North Florida than there is down here in the Tampa Bay area, because North Florida still gets a lot more cold fronts than we get, guys. So a lot of the things like ticks and the type of things you get up north probably are prevalent more in North Florida than they are here, and I would call this Central Florida. But guys, I hope to hunt more this year. And it sounds like everybody's gearing up to hunt right now. I know everybody's looking forward to Florida Hunt 7. And I know Dalton, Troy, and I are tremendously. Literally, Clark's Cove is putting a big X on their calendar every day. They are just so excited. Mike says he got his first 2 silvers of the year in Coinstar yesterday. Woohoo! Good job. My buddy Stan, who is Coin You Dig It, who got 2 silvers last month, sent me pictures yesterday. He got a clad dime and a Canadian quarter. So I have not gotten anything out of Coinstar for weeks now. But I sat here last night, guys, watching Merrill's video, his monthly millionaire video, and I re-rolled up an entire box of halves so I can get rid of them money. Even a gopher turtle can have ticks, believe it or not. Nope, did not know that. Wow, I feel bad for the gopher turtles. Now, that's something we have a lot of around here is gopher turtles. And Dennis says he's taking off to go metal detecting. He's out for the day. Happy New Year's and happy hunting in 2020, whatever. Dennis, thank you. Good luck. Have a good day today. 256 in coins. Is that just from Coinstar? Jim, I don't know who Roger Holmes is. Have a great day, gang. Have to go to set up the live stream with Marlon. Happy hunting, everyone. Yeah, guys, Marlon's going to be coming on around 10:30, or I'm sorry, 11:30. That is Mayor Videos. John, thanks for hanging out with me today. And I really, like I say, if I don't see you I'm going to see you. I'm going to make it a point, John, to get together and hunt with you before Florida Hunt 7. Kay says she found $2 and something last week in a Coinstar. Wow, guys, I've never found more than like 7 or 8 coins totaling up like 65 cents in a Coinstar. You would think $2 and change sitting in a Coinstar return tray, somebody would notice that. No, Mike, we were talking about that earlier. Nobody saw any post for the stream ahead of time, and then several people went over there, and for whatever reason, she's not live today. She did put Susie said she put a post that she will be doing her Thursday stream, her coffee, or her Thursday stream. And I'm wondering if maybe her daughter's in from college or something for Christmas, and maybe she chose to spend some time with her. Robert Lee, good morning. It's funny, Robert Lee. You have your name there, Robert Lee, and as soon as I see that, I think of Robert E. Lee, my sister, who knows I'm big into history, and that was my major in college. Sent me the Civil War book, The Killing Angels, which centers on Robert E. Lee and General Longstreet, and I actually finished reading that yesterday. Yep, there's going to be a lot of us at that hotel, John. I also checked the bank deposit ones in Walmart. That's probably a good idea too, Kay, because our Walmarts and our Publixes here don't use Coinstar. They use a different one. Coinstar is mainly at our Winn-Dixie stores here, which is a southern grocery store that's not around the whole country, but oh, he was his best friend. He died from, oh, the one that died from skin cancer. Okay, I understand. Oh, so your Publix does have Coinstars. It is right by the automatic doors and customer service deck. Always check it, but it's a high traffic area. Yeah, they have the Coinstar at my Winn-Dixie off to the left. They have the lottery machine, the little teeny ATM machine, and then the Coinstar machine. So it's off to the left as you come in. So I wouldn't say it's a high traffic area. They actually have a garbage can like 3 feet in front of it. So you would have to actually walk around the garbage can to get to the Coinstar. So a lot of people don't check it. And that's why whenever I go in there and I check it, and usually about maybe a third or fourth of the time, there actually is some coins in there. But you're lucky, Jamie. We don't. Our Publixes down here use a different machine that doesn't. They use the one with the centrifugal fuses in the top there. That's what my credit union uses. Oh, Susie says she's back. Her internet went out. Oh, sorry. Mine went out the last door of the night. Yeah, I can understand that, Jim. But I'm glad everybody's 2021 is starting off so well. I look forward to everybody that's going to be at Florida Hunt 7. I am really looking forward to it. I got a $50 check for Christmas from one of my relatives, guys, and I'm going to take that $50 check and put that away for my entrance fee for Florida Hunt 7. And that was a nice birthday gift I got. Demon Rat says he checks the Coinstars in my area, but too many people check them also. I never find anything in them. Yeah, Demon Rat, I've joked around here that we have a fairly large homeless population that hangs around near that store because there are some closed businesses that they use to sleep in. And I tell people I have to fight the homeless guys to get to the Coinstar. And Robert Lee says his family was related to Robert E. Lee. We did a family tree, and I was named after him. Well, that is way cool, Robert. That's a great thing to have come up in conversation. Miss Mary Witt is here. Welcome, Mary. Good morning. Can't stay long. Just wanted to wish you and yours Happy New Year. Thanks for all for you do this. Well, thank you very much, Mary. That's a nice thing to say. Thank you. You did that. That just brought a smile to my face. Thank you. And it is a fun hobby, guys. If we're not out there having fun, you shouldn't be doing it. I tell Denise all the time, let's have fun in this relationship. If it's not fun, it's not worth doing. A new Publix grocery store is opening February, close to where we live. Can't wait to start. There you go. Boom. Yeah, it's a hit or miss down here too, Kay. Yeah, Susie, how many times have we seen YouTube videos or news reports of people like that going in the store and saying that you're violating their rights because you can't order them to wear a mask in there? Well, maybe they can't order you to wear a mask, but they can reserve the right to refuse service for any reason they want. And to me, that would be a really good reason. There's just so much controversy over this COVID-19, guys. Not with me, but there is a lot of people. We have some very lively discussions on Pat's Zoom meeting. There's a couple people there that think this is just a overblown thing, that it's nothing more than the flu. So, Team Red, you got to. I went over a year without finding a silver coin in a Coinstar, but about 2 months ago, I went by there one, and there it was. There was a silver rosy in there. What about this new strain? Yes, we had our first case here in Florida of the new strain. They said it's a lot stronger, but it hasn't mutated enough that the vaccine will not work for it. So at least the vaccine is still the vaccine to kill that strain. So yeah, Susie, I just don't deal with people like that, Susie. I don't blame you. So sorry, Pat, I didn't see your. I was trying to answer all the questions down there, buddy. Sorry.
I'm sitting in the waiting room forever. It's like, knock, knock. Hello.
I, it's right there in front of me below my picture, but I'm trying to keep up with the stream here, because that's something we talk about, that we want our streams to be interactive with the guests.
Oh, yeah.
Because if all you do is talk to the person that's on your as your guest, and you're not paying any attention to what's going on, people are going to lose interest because you're not paying attention to them.
Yeah, that's what I love about the Zoom, is that everybody's there and involved. And now, through studying, reading the Zoom instructions, I know now how to break people off into separate rooms. So say that you and 3 other guys want to talk about pinpointers. I can put you in a separate room where you can talk about pinpointers and say, give it like a 10-minute time limit. And then I can put these other people in a room where they're talking about search coils and give them a 10-minute time limit. And then when the time limit's up, everybody comes back to the main room and, does what they do. So in actuality, you could make a team of 2, another team of 2, and then let them talk things out for about 5 minutes and come back and do charades on camera.
See, Pat, we were talking about this earlier when you were here. Isn't it amazing what you can learn when you read directions?
I'm telling you, it's like freaking strange, man. These young kids got it so easy. We didn't have no instructions. If we did, they were in Chinese.
Denise was showing me a Facebook video where some lady plugged in an old rotary phone to, I guess she still had a hard line, and she plugged in her rotary phone, and she had her 2 teenagers. She told them to make a call, and neither one could figure out how to make a call with that rotary phone.
My wife's niece was the same way when we were out at the Grove house where her dad lived. And it's like, there was the phone hanging on the wall, and they're like, pointed to it. There you go. And she could not figure it out to save her life. When we were camping over the last few days, our friends, they got little kids like 5 and 6 years old. They got no clue that there was ever a time when people didn't have phones on them all the time.
Yeah, and you only had one in the house, and you had to share that. And in the early days, that was the one that was hanging up on the kitchen wall. So you either had to stand in the kitchen or pull a kitchen chair next to it and sit by it.
Or have one of those really long cords where you could get around the corner and do a closet to amplify your voice. So
you could take around the corner.
Everyone could hear you anyway. I mean, there's a lot of us in this room that had a conversation with a boyfriend or a girlfriend at the end of a long cord.
You're sitting down in the corner so nobody hears you,
Yep. We would drop ours out the kitchen window and then go outside. This way I could smoke.
Hang on, I just saw your knock knock, Pat, to come in. I'm sorry I missed you. Now I have to figure out how to get back on my comments. There we go.
The instructions say there should be an X in the corner to.
Yes, yeah. Susie says if you get the paid app StreamYard, you can do stuff like that via private chat and have more people in the panel. Yeah, I know. You can have 6 of them, Susie. I think we had 5 of us here last week. We had Pat, Marlon, um, uh, DK was there, and Marlon.
Yeah.
I think we had 5 of us at one. Well, no, we had 5 of us on my midnight chat that I did just kind of a spur of the moment Christmas Eve. And
DK pops on and does a giveaway, which we learned from him on that one.
that was great of Ken last week to do that.
Yeah.
But that's right. Kay says the teens and the little ones today have never lived without handheld electronics. I know there's probably plenty of us here who have teen nieces and nephews that if something goes wrong with their technology internet, just bring a teenager over. They'll know what the hell to do.
Yeah, but you give them a vibrator that plugs into the wall and they're lost.
Yes. Jim says he still has a landline. Jim, I know one guy, a buddy of mine, that kept a landline at his house just because he kind of lived a little bit rural and he didn't want to depend on his cell phone. He was a single dad with a preteen son, and just in case he had an emergency, he didn't want to have to rely on the landline. But now that his son's probably old enough and he's out on his own, I'm sure he's probably given up that landline because he works a lot and he's never home.
We keep a landline at the house for hurricanes because when the cell towers and all that crap are down, your landline carries its own electricity and you can still make an emergency call.
Yes. John says live streams are good for mental health due to COVID social restrictions. Thanks for doing it. Good fun. Well, thank you, John. And that's why Pat and I have a lot of phone conversations during the week, guys. And we have talked about that over some other people's streams that when they have a guest on, they seem to forget about the audience because they're so involved with the guest. And even when Ken was here last week, and then I had Gypsy on 3 weeks ago for my first guest, and even just Pat and I here talking, we try and look over and see the conversation because we don't want to make this a talk between just us and Pat, and then all you guys sit there and think, well, they're just having a conversation between themselves. What the hell do I need to be here for? Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, guys. We want this to be interactive among everybody, and if somebody wants to jump on with the picture, like Pat is right now, just let me know, and we'll have you on here.
Yeah. Keep looking for that link he puts up. It takes literally 2 seconds. You write your name, and you hit broadcast, and then you go into a waiting room for usually just a few seconds, and boom, you're on. It's awesome stuff. Let's face it, after a morning of watching these two faces, your day's got to get better.
Okay, let's see here. Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter says we do not have any landlines, just cell phones. If you want a home phone, you need the high-speed cable through the cable company. Yes, because obviously Las Vegas is a very big growing area. So as the city grows out towards the desert more, yeah, why would they bother putting in 1970s phone landlines? And I when I first start seeing signs in Florida here for VoIP, I didn't know what it was, VoIP, and that's Voice over Internet Protocol, and that's what they do their landlines now through. They work it through the cable. So nobody has like a separate line for phone now. It's all done through your cable.
Oh, cool.
John says he's high risk due to age and leukemia. You are paying attention doing. Oh, thank you, John. Pat and I really greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Because guys, I'm telling you, first off, you got Opportunity Knox and Jim Steele and other guys that crack jokes all the time. You guys make me laugh. There's nothing better I love doing, guys, than laughing. I think it's the easiest and most inexpensive way to stay young, guys, is to laugh and have a good time.
Laughter is definitely the best medicine, which is why I think at the next Zoom meeting, I'll actually be lighting a fart.
Okay. Pat does some unusual things, of course, I can't say that I didn't because I actually did moon the Zoom meeting one night. So
yeah, I have to beat that. That's the challenge.
Well, I was doing tile, guys, and people were making comments on my butt crack, so I just showed them a little more. Susie says at Christmas, her niece's son could not open a glass Coke bottle, and he is 18. Yeah, I mean, these kids don't know what the old metal You know, I mean, my parents had one of those with a magnet on the refrigerator. You know, the old bottle opener.
Yeah.
And I'm sure all the people here that are our age, Pat, they know that oil used to come in a round cardboard can with
That you punch the hole in.
well, yeah, if you didn't have your little triangle metal thing, then you used the Phillips head screwdriver. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you know that's it's funny to think about stuff like that. And it's like, wow, we've advanced so much and in so many ways we haven't. But I miss the old days where like when you bought a Coleman cooler, it had a bottle opener on the side. That's just the way things were. Now you
Corey,
see one of those
welcome to the chat, Corey.
you see one of those junked out at a yard sale and they're going for $50 because ooh, it's collectible. And it's like, wow, how many of those did we throw away just because we left bait in them over the weekend?
Well, I'll tell you something else too, and I don't mean to touch on a touchy subject here. When I was in junior high school, I the county I lived in obviously was pretty rural that my dad retired to, and it was 99.9% white, and most of those were rednecks. So my easiest school year down here was seventh grade because everything that I learned in school here in seventh grade, I learned up north in sixth grade. So I coasted myself. It was a nice way to get into Florida to where my school year was really easy. But I remember in eighth grade in junior high, a kid came up to me and gave me a business card for the Ku Klux Klan. Now, obviously, guys, that wasn't anything I was interested in, but I remember being a kid that read history and read detective books and everything, even in junior high. I thought to myself, this is going to be a collectible item. This is going to be such a rare item in the future. Uh, so I kept it and hid it in my desk, figured just for the collectability of it. And my mother found it and she was appalled and she threw it away.
Oh, mm,
I looked for it for so long and she threw that. And look, how many of us put our bicycle cards and our spokes of our wheels with clothespins, guys?
oh yeah. I was so happy when solo cups came out because you could put the card in your spokes with the clothespin, and you could use another clothespin for a solo cup with the bottom cut off, and it made it louder.
Ah, there you go. I actually remember the little plastic things that look like little mini straws that they had the little slit in that you put on your individual spokes to make your rim look more colorful.
Yeah, yeah. Before lights.
Yeah, before anybody thought about putting LEDs in them.
Yeah,
Susie said the kid couldn't operate the opener and shot coke all over the room. Yeah, that video that Denise showed me with those kids trying to operate the phone was just hilarious. Jim says he wanted me to know they look forward to your weekly shows or highlight. Well, Jim, thank you very much. That means a lot to me. I try and make them entertaining. Well, of course, Pat's entertaining all the time, and that's why Pat has such. Actually, guys, now, and I'll say it right here in front of Pat, and I'll say it here right in front of this room. I'm jealous of Pat. He gets more views on his video than me, and I'm going to say this, and this is no diss to you, Pat. Most of the videos I find better stuff than Pat, but Pat gets more views because people love Pat's personality. He's
right.
always upbeat. He's always positive. He's got a smile on his face. Even the day his truck wouldn't start, by the tone of his voice, you would have never known it.
And it's not about finding better stuff. It's about finding stuff better. You know,
And
that's
you give
it.
a lot of tips on that, Pat. You get a lot of tips on your soil. You know,
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody the other day talking about when you did that video on the different soil conditions and because that was your background and that guy basically told you were full of crap and you did an entire video showing your qualifications for doing that and then eventually the guy apologized and used to made up and
Mhm.
but let's see here. John Long says his mother gave him a comic book collection or gave my comic book collection to a sick friend of mine. She did good write a lesson for me. Wow. Yeah.
Mm.
You know what? Somewhere I have about 10 of my comic books. I was never a comic book kid as far as, like the Marvel superheroes and the DC superheroes like Superman and the Avengers and the Hulk. I was into the World War II comic books, Sergeant Rock and the guys that had the ghost tank. And I still have some of those comic books around here somewhere.
The only comic books I ever read were like the Mickey Mouse ones with Goofy, Casper, Wendy the Witch, that were like the cartoons I watched.
Yeah.
I had no idea, nor did I care to know who the hell Sergeant Slaughter was.
Oh,
But
I had the Slaughter comic books.
but a comic book is supposed to be funny,
Well,
comic.
yeah, but see, that was probably from all my World War II movies I watched with my father as a kid. Every John Wayne, every Clint Eastwood. I
Mm.
watched. Hell, I watched Kelly Heroes again a few weeks ago. That is. Anyway, Mary Witt says she still has her grandmother's opener on my fridge. Yep, I can't tell you how many of us did. And Susie said in Orlando in the 70s it was legal to have a rock concert, but okay to have a KKK parade. Uh, I've told this story before here. When my mother drove us down to the nearest mall when I was a kid, 13, 14, the nearest mall was like 25 miles away because, like I said,
Bye,
F County.
Susie. Bye, Mary.
Mary, thanks for stopping by. Thanks, Pat.
Mm.
And we were driving down to that Clearwater Mall because Countryside wasn't invented yet. And where a shopping mall is now was an orange grove that went back up over some rolling land. And back on that land, there were 3 crosses burning. And by the highway, there were 2 guys standing there with shotguns. And it was actually a KKK cross burning in Florida in 1973, which blows my mind that shit was still going on in 73.
I can beat that. I moved here to Florida in 97, and I worked at a car wash that was like right behind the apartment I had with my buddies. And we would jump over the fence and go to our apartment and take unofficial breaks and drink and smoke and go back to work. Well, one of their moms had this huge Halloween party every year, and we all went to that. It was up here in Sebastian somewhere. And part of the event of the night is that we were going to dress up a dummy in a car wash uniform, with the shirt, the shorts, and the hat and all that, and burn it at midnight because, fuck the car wash. Excuse my French. So we got the car wash dummy all set up and stuffed the shirt with newspapers and we hung it up out on the front lawn and lit that sucker on fire. Great stuff. Paper burns really fast. The wood cross that it was on did not. So it took about 4 minutes, and all we had on the front lawn was a burning cross we were trying desperately to put out before it offended any of the neighbors driving by.
I can see that. I can see that. Welcome, Chad from Wig TV. Hang on, I'm a little bit behind here. Las Vegas Trader said we used to put playing cards held by clothespins in our spokes to make the bike so good. Yep, you're telling your age now. That's what we did. I probably got rid of a couple $1,000 baseball cards.
Wouldn't surprise me. I have to get running. Got more stuff to do inside. If y'all are here later, I'll be back. If not, have a great week.
Wrapping this up in 5 or 10 or 15 minutes because Marlon's chat's going to be coming on soon, Pat. Thanks very much.
Good.
Give you a holler later in the day, Pat.
I will try and make it over to Marlins, and if I see you there, that'll be awesome.
All righty, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Archie Comics. Yep, I remember those. Susie. Mr. Chad, good morning. I know you have, Chad. I've been watching your videos. I'm so far behind watching or leaving you comments, but guys, when I'm doing my coin roll hunting or I'm re-rolling the coins, I'll watch everybody's videos on the big screen in the living room. But obviously, it takes forever to try and leave a comment with the push button keyboard. So I just have to remember to come back in here to the computer to leave the comments for folks. But Chad, I watched all 3 of your best of 2020 videos. Man, you found some great stuff. Susie, take care. She's got to run. Thanks for stopping in, Susie. Mine were Looney Tunes and Disney from the 40s and 50s. Yeah, John, I don't imagine there was a whole lot of options back then. I was telling somebody the other day, having worked for Disney for 10 years and being a historic guy that loves history, there was a lot of areas, guys, that you could go and study up on the company and learn things about the company over more what your orientation was. And I remember learning that Walt Disney shot a lot of his early shows, TV shows, like his nature shows and his true life shows and even some of his cartoons he shot in color before color TV was even a thing to be heard of, because he knew eventually that TV would eventually go to color, And then when TV started being able to be sold in color, Walt Disney was the only person that had color shows ready for the first color TV. He was that far ahead of the curve. Jim says he's been detecting since 1980, and he finds it funny watching people become amazed at things he's been doing and finding for decades. Uh, See, Jim, you may find that interesting, but I find something I've never found before that you may have found 30 years ago. I'm still going to get amazed. I get amazed whenever I find a copper or brass key fobs from the 20s or 30s. I think those things are amazing. Those advertising fobs they had. Graphic novels are the term they are called now. That is exactly right, Demon Rat. And I think that phrase came in with all the Japanese manga and stuff that they did. Ooh, Wig TV says the beach was awesome this week, so maybe we got some good finds coming up. Looked like the sea took back everything yesterday. Wow. I have a question for you, Wig TV. I have this question for you every time I watch one of your videos and I watch Brian's videos from I Dig Daytona. Why aren't you guys out in the water more? Why aren't you further out into the water? And I'm not talking about where 5 foot waves are breaking over, but after they've broken and the water's just rolling up, why aren't you guys out there like into your knees or up to your thighs? I've always had that question. Oh, how you find things? Okay, Jim. Yeah, because you probably hunted Jim before they'd even thought about making a pinpointer. I know a few people that still do old school and don't use a pinpointer. Kay says she's heading over to Marlin Stream now. Love you all. Thank you, Kay. Thanks for being here. Well, guys, we finally did the pool today for the folks that just entered my copper or brass Christmas round from the Franklin Mint 19. I think it's 73 or 74. We remembered to give that away today. Pick a winner. The winner was number 36 out of 42, and that was Brooklyn Treasure Hunter. So he won the copper round. So we'll be sending that off. Marlon knows who that is, and he will make sure that he contacts me. So for those of you that sent me an email to my channel, lately I'm having trouble with my iPad. It has reset itself, and it says I need the password to get on, and I don't know what the hell my password is from 8 years ago. We don't have it over here. All washes up and the tide goes way out there. Okay. Jim says he didn't have a pinpointer. There's J-Man. Morning, sir. Everybody, this is Jamie from Metal Sharks, who goes by J-Man. He is up there in where near the Panhandle.
Hey everyone, J-Man here. How's it going, Rob?
Good. You're up near where the Panhandle.
Yeah, my sound's not working too good yet. I think I need to let it get adjusted for a minute.
Let me see. Edit mic settings. Let me.
Okay, I can hear you now pretty good.
Yeah, with Gypsy, it took a few minutes for it to kind of catch up. But
Yeah,
you're up near the Panhandle, right?
I'm over near the Jacksonville area on the east, and so I have an old version of iOS on my iPhone, so I think I need to update it so it works better on StreamYards.
Oh, okay. I'm new to this whole StreamYard thing. This is only the third or fourth one I'm doing from, so I'm kind of learning as I go. But you know, the free version here, you can have up to 6 people, and that's plenty for me. You know, it gives me options like doing. Oh, okay, I could do that way. Well, that's not what it says. It says full. Okay. It gives me different options for that. Let's go back to that. But yeah, I'm still learning the StreamYard in the free version. You know, Susie was saying with the paid version, you can have up to 6 or 10 people. I don't need 6 people is great for the free one. So
yeah, really neat, Rob. I'm glad you're doing this because it's really neat to be able to get on here and wish everybody a happy New Year.
Well, fantastic, guys. Everybody, J-Man's wishing everybody a happy New Year. I think it's going to be a great year for everybody. I really do. I know everybody in the stream tonight seems to be looking forward to 2021. I'm looking forward to seeing you up at Florida Hunt 7, you and Chad, because that's about the only time I get to see you guys. I had been over one time to the East Coast. I got to hunt with Brian when the year before I met Pat. I went over to Disney's Vero Beach Resort and stayed there, and I hunted Vero Beach. At that time, I didn't know you couldn't hunt the water over there because guys pay for those claims for that water over there with all the pirate ships. And then I left Vero Beach and then headed up, and I got to meet Brian from I Dig Daytona. I was brand new to beach hunting in the water, and he taught me a lot. So I'd like to get over someday and hunt with you and Chad, kind of make it a 3 or 4 day weekend there.
Yeah, that would be really, really cool. And speaking of hunting in the water, I've been trying to get more comfortable hunting in the water. And last week I was at St. George Island with my dad and my brother. And I was there at low tide, and that makes a big difference, just a few feet deep.
Yes, it does.
In between waves, I can really get my scoop down and dig up some targets. And my brother had this bigger scoop called the T-Rex. And boy, that really gives you some leverage, but it's super heavy to lift. But I was getting more confidence. I wasn't finding like rings or anything, but I was finding coins and sunglasses and even a vape stick.
Wow, way out in the water, vape stick. I find a lot of vape sticks, but they're usually in the dry sand. Brooklyn Treasure Hunter is here. Everybody, that is our winner from our giveaway. Brooklyn Treasure Hunter, you are the winner of my copper round. So thank you very much. I pulled your number. You were the 36th person to enter, and I pulled 36 out. So congratulations on your win. And I will send you an email to your channel because I don't want to put my other email out here because Denise would freak out if she got 200 emails tomorrow. But the email on my iPad is not working. So I will send you a personal comment on your channel there, Brooklyn Treasure Hunter. Yeah, congratulations. But yeah, Jamie, I've learned that when you get in the wet, heavy sand, or you get out in the water, and you talk about how big and heavy they are. I've watched the guys; they start rocking it side to side a little bit first before you try pulling it out with the suction. And by rocking it side to side, you break it up a little bit, and then you can do the pullback and make it a little easier. But Messy Hole's here. Congratulations. Welcome, Messy Hole. That would be James and Rebecca. Thanks for stopping in this morning. So yeah, I'll send you a message, Brooklyn Treasure Hunter, with my other email, because for some reason my iPad is reset and said it now needs my original password from 8 years ago. Who the hell remembers their password from 8 years ago?
Yeah, I started keeping a little notebook and putting all my passwords down in that, or I would never remember.
Yeah, that's what we did, but we didn't do it 8 years ago. So, but so what's your weather up there? You're almost 200 miles from me. So what's your weather up there?
Well, it's pretty mild weather, like in the 50s and 60s, and I really wanted to go detecting, but as I dropped in the chat, I unfortunately got into some poison ivy last week. I was detecting an old farm site in the family, a former dairy farm. So I got some on the right hand here. So I don't know if you can see it.
Yep. No, I can see it. I can see the bumps. Yep.
Yeah. So I must have brushed against it in the twilight, but I'm going to start wearing gloves on both hands to avoid that in the future. Like you, sometimes it's hard to feel the coins in the hole when you have a glove on, but I think maybe if I cut the fingertips off,
there you go.
Have some protection, but still feel the coins, plus be able to use my smartphone for a supplementary video.
Well, what do you use for your primer? Do you have like a GoPro?
Yeah, I borrowed my dad's GoPro Hero 5, but someday I'm thinking about getting another GoPro called the Hero Session. I've heard those are pretty good. My biggest problem with the GoPro is sometimes I have trouble transferring the video. Like the cable worked at first, but now it doesn't work and the card doesn't work. So my only way to transfer the video right now is using the app, and it's a little bit cumbersome.
See, I've never tried any of that. My knockoff GoPro has the mini USB card, and then I just plug that into the regular size, and then just plug that in my computer, and it almost acts like the same thing as downloading the phone. I've got this for my my Android phone, my LG phone, and when you plug this into your phone and then you plug it into the USB port of the computer, it just automatically starts downloading all your videos right into a file with that day's date on it, and then they just go, in order of the date. It's the easiest thing in the world to find. As long as, like, I have a calendar, and I mark down on the calendar the days I go out metal detecting or the day I got a box of coins. So if you go back and, obviously you've got a bunch of files with dates on them, I just look at my computer and say, okay, 12/18, I went to Tampa to go metal detecting, and then I can just pull up the date 12/18, and there's that day's metal detecting. So Demon Rat says, yeah, why? Oh, good afternoon or good morning, Y Golds. Thank you for coming in. He says transferring files via an app takes forever, so he agrees with you, Jamie. And Demon Rat 71 says he has a GoPro 6 that he will be using when he start doing uploads of videos.
Yeah, as I'm talking to you, Rob, Santa Claus was good this Christmas and gave me this little selfie stick. So it's got Bluetooth technology. So this is the box for it.
That's the one with the Bluetooth.
Yeah. So
that's the one my club president, the guy that was here earlier, Epic Adventures in Paradise.
Yeah.
We were hunting Clearwater Beach, and he found one of those, and we didn't know what it was, and he took it home and looked it up, and then he set it up, and it's got the little tripod that comes with it, and then it even had the remote that clicks into it that you can take the selfie picture from 5 or 8 feet away or something.
Yeah, that's right. It has a little remote, and I'm actually using the tripod right now to hold up my phone so I can be on this live stream with you.
And see, you're absolutely perfectly stable. It looks absolutely perfect.
Yeah, and it's nice when you're doing videos, you can hold it as a selfie stick, and it's really compact, but you can pull it out, and then you can do kind of walking along as you start out on your hunt. So that makes it more interesting, I think, for the viewer, give them different angles and things.
Absolutely, absolutely. Do you watch Brad Martin from Green Mountain Metal Detecting?
Yes, I sure do. He's really good.
Doesn't he make some phenomenal quality videos?
Yeah.
His B-roll, and I mean, he goes there and he carries his tripod in his backpack sack, and then he has a really nice camera. But I mean, you wonder why he only finds 10 or 12 items that you see him dig, is because he spends so much time setting up those beautiful shots.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can set your tripod up so you can get a low angle of you swinging over the target.
Yep.
Like that.
Let's see here. James says, okay, where'd his comment go? James says he's never gotten poison ivy either, but all Rebecca has to do is look at it. Yeah, everybody reacts to that different.
Yeah, I avoided poison ivy for all of the year until last week. But the year before, I was at an organized hunt in Hernando County for the Ocala Metal Detecting Club. And just before the hunt, somebody had mowed the field that was going to be detected. And so I didn't see the ivy all chopped up in the field. It got into last year.
If that club ever does another hunt again, Ocala's over an hour away from us, but Hernando County is only about a half hour away from me. My chiropractor actually is in Hernando County, so I drive up there quite a bit. So if you're ever down, if they do another hunt, remind me of that, Jamie. If you come down for that, I can get together with you up there, and we can maybe do a hunt up in the Brooksville area. That's an entire town just full of nothing but old houses.
Oh yeah, that would be great because I'm looking to do more land-based hunts and relic hunts this year. Really enjoy that too. I'm so close to the beach; it's kind of a no-brainer to do a lot of beach hunting.
Oh, absolutely. And like I say, Dalton doesn't like beach hunting. Troy does it occasionally, but he's got limited time because he works a lot and his family. So my club president likes doing beach hunting. My buddy Clearwater Mike from the club likes doing beach hunting. So I can either go by myself or go with Howard or thing. I like doing both. So I would love to be able to get to the point where I could do one land hunt a week on video and one beach hunt a week video and one coin roll hunting video. That would be my 3 videos a week if I get organized enough in 2012 or 2021. That's what I would like to do.
Oh yeah, same here. I think that would be really good. And then I'd like to try to do more collaboration hunts because I did one with Park Rat Pat, and it was super fun down in the Treasure Coast area. And I found I was
Now,
actually
do you do
hunting.
any coin roll hunting or coin checking?
Yeah, I do some of that. I need to start doing more of that and get to know my bank tellers and order some boxes, at least with pennies or maybe some halves. I want to get into that more.
Well, you guys saw my last two videos on how my one bank teller treats me with those silver certificates, U.S. Mint, U.S. The old U.S. metal, Reserve Federal, not Federal, U.S. banknotes before the Federal Reserve, when the U.S. Mint actually printed the bills, and she's getting me the red seals, the blue seals, the silver certificates. She got me a silver $50 about 2 weeks ago. So yeah, make sure you make good friends with your tellers. I'm talking as I'm reading here. Weigold just found was it Weigold that I had on here that found the pellet gun? Yes, he found a pellet gun doing the wet sand last night at the beach. That is cool as hell. I've never even found. I mean, we've all found, probably most of us have found cap guns, but I've never found anything close to a real gun, either metal detecting or uh, magnet fishing. I think it'd be so cool to find a gun magnet fishing. Uber Digger 57. Wow. That is a subscriber, guys, that has been on my channel since I first started out and had 50 or 100 subs. Welcome, Uber Digger 57. Welcome to the chat. I hate to say we're going to probably be wrapping it up in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut into Marlins.
Well, I'll probably get off in just a minute, but I wanted to come on and learn how to do this so I could come on maybe in the future. And then today I'm wearing my Mind Lab shirt that I got at Florida Hunt 6. So I'm really excited about Florida.
Oh, okay. Yeah, position your camera down a little bit so there you go, or so we can see the V more. There you go. They gave away a lot of prizes at Florida Hunt 6, didn't they?
Yeah, that's for sure. And I think I won a silver coin set. So it was really cool. About half
I got a little display case that I plan on, and it's still sitting in the garage. I haven't used it, but I now know it's the perfect size for me to put my 3 skeleton keys in and the little skeleton key lock plate face that I found. I'm going to put those 4 things in and kind of use a bead of Denise's glue gun and set them in there. And that's going to be my first little display that I do.
Yeah, one last thing I wanted to show you, if I can get this lined up right.
Yep, it's there.
Yeah, this is from Lucky Lou's 25 Days of Christmas. He had a giveaway. He's out of Massachusetts, I think.
Okay.
So this is from 1886, a Morgan dollar. And
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, so that's really cool.
That is a nice shape too.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. Congratulations.
Yeah, there's so many giveaways. The metal detecting and treasure hunting community is so generous. So people throughout the year have giveaways, but then especially during Advent and Christmas. So it's really fun to participate in those. And Pat did a great job with his. And my dad recently got a Park Rat bandana, so he's really happy.
Pat gave away a lot of stuff during that giveaway, and he threw in a lot of extra stuff during those 24 days Advent giveaway. He has a lot of fun doing it, but I know it was a lot of work. He told me he took 30 packages to the post office the other day, and his postage was something like $138. So guys, that's, Pat put a lot of work into that. I mean, I know when I gave away that pinpointer as the grand prize on my 900 sub giveaway, Thor's Treasure won that, and he was I was happy because he was one of my earliest subscribers, and he's been very loyal to this channel for a long time. But Thor is over in Scotland, and it cost me $32 to mail that pinpointer to him in Scotland. So, luckily I got the pinpointer was donated by EE Detectors. So, one of my channel sponsors supplied it, but it still cost a lot of money to ship that baby over.
Well, thanks, Rob, for having a great live stream. I just wanted to come on for a few minutes.
Jamie, thank you very much. That way people get to know and see you. And we do this next Sunday. If you're here, jump on in, buddy.
Sounds really cool. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. All right, I want to put Weigold's comment up here, guys. Anyone ever find a reliable ring marked 999.9? I have not. Usually silver is 90% or 92.5%. That would almost be pure silver. It's probably really, really, really soft there. So, yeah, that would have to be, that'd be like 24 karat gold. That would have to be so soft. John Long says, left to say the family rosary returned to find J-Man with you. Yep. Yeah, he figured out that StreamYard thing, guys. It's super, super easy to use. I actually read a tutorial. I actually watched a YouTube tutorial on this computer and then set it up on my PC and just followed the YouTube tutorial and went along with it and worked on my PC. And guys, it was exactly as easy as they said it was to set up, less than 10 minutes. And I am not a technical wizard by any means whatsoever. The ring looks gold, and the only mark was 999.9. That might be from out of the country, Robert. It might be different countries, like in Europe, they mark their rings 585 instead of 14K. But I know 999.9 is more used with silver rounds than it is gold. Weighs 11.3 grams. Wow, that's a pretty hefty ring. Pat says, can you send him your address, Robert Y. Gold? Ooh, and he got a new CTX 3030 for Christmas. It's a learning curve. Yeah, I bet that machine would be a learning curve. That machine looks pretty advanced. Well, guys, it's 11:55. We've been on almost 3 hours, and I'm cutting into Marlon's time. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Head over to Marlon's channel, which is Mayer Videos, Maer. Okay, Rob, you got to put your cursor on it. So let's all go over and say hi to Marlon and see who's over there with him. And LOL, only 3 hours. Yeah, I know, Demon Rat. And most of you folks have been here from the beginning, so thank you very much. So, Pat, you want to mention your Facebook channel? Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Pat. Thank you, James and Rebecca, for being on Messy Hole. Robert Wygood, Demon Rat, thank you. Everybody that's been in here, thanks, guys. John Long, Uper, great seeing you again, Uper. Appreciate you stopping in. Well, thank you, Demon Rat. That's very nice. You folks have had such kind words. Let's do a raid over at Mayor Video. Say to FL Thunder sent us. Well, thank you, James. Jamie, let's all head over there right now, guys. We'll see you next Sunday.